A big welcome to all of our viewers. Today is the 12th of May, 2018. I'm James.
I'm Jason.
And I'm Rikers. Welcome to Priority One Armada Live.
Julan true to all you Ulan subcommanders and commanders to Star Trek Online. Tonight we're at the command center on New Romulus, or known as Mol Rihan. We're in instance number 4. This is our first time visiting New Romulus, which I'm told has a rich history beginning with the Iconian Empire of over 200,000 years ago. The New Romulus Tourism Authority wants you to know New Romulus has some great places to explore during your next shore leave. But before we go into that, here's Rikers to give us a breakdown on tonight's show.
Well, hey guys. Let's start off today by coming to join us in our party in progress at the Command Center TERRACE on New Romulus instance number 4. Let's gather around and chat about the latest in Star Trek Online Priority One Armada news. We'll also talk about some of the rising stars within our Armada to date. After our discussion, we'll be engaging in combat in this week's away mission, the Undine Battle Zone. Now, if you're new to our show, the staff here at Priority One loves making these shows and planning special events for our community, and we hope you to continue to watch us for years to come. And with your continued support by donating to our Great Armada, you'll help make that dream become a reality. So click the donate button on the Twitch page and become a part of what the Armada is great. What makes the Armada great. And if you wish to get your hands on some of that great Armada swag, then head on over to our Armada store where you can find some great Armada themed merchandise. All donations go directly back to the member services back into member services like the website, domain, TeamSpeak, and much, much more. You can find all these links mentioned below on our Twitch page. And again, Priority One thanks everyone that contributes in any way possible. This is your show, and we'll be continually bringing our A game to give you the best experience possible. On behalf of everyone at Priority One, thank you for your continued love and support. Without you, the show wouldn't be what it is today.
If you have any questions, comments, or just want to enter in our weekly giveaways, then make sure you click the follow button on Twitch so you'll be notified when we're on the air. And if you want to chat with us in game, then join us on our Priority One chat channel by typing in chat box /channel_join space Priority One and then hit the enter key.
Hey, you there? Are you looking for a friendly and helpful community to join Star Trek Online? Then come join Priority One Armada by simply heading over to priorityonarmada.com and sign up today. We have Federation and KDF fleets from all 3 gaming platforms ranging from Tier 3 to Tier 5, so you can indulge in all your heart's desires.
Well, before we get into the rest of the show, welcome to all our Twitch streamers that's viewing the show tonight. Jason Sr. is out there. Tony, Phonotech, Matthew Prime Winters is on. I know Rikers is on. So is Hunter. It looks like someone new, Major Flack, Luciman, Good Bar. Everyone, welcome to the stream. You'll see that I got some new stuff up on the overlays we're doing some testing with. When you hit the follow button, there's actually going to be a picture and some different sounds going. Plus, we've got the Twitch chat going into our screen. So just some changes we're trying out with. We got a lot to talk about this week in Star Trek Online news. So let's jump right into the roundtable. Rikers, tell us about Romulans. Fly the ship of your allies.
Yes, the details of the negotiation that created the alliance between the Federation, Klingon Empire, and the Romulan Republic are slowly coming to life, years after the signing of the document. One very important timed clause has come to fruition, and the Romulan Republic will gain access to Federation and Klingon technology. Ooh, that's scary. All parts of the constant evolution nature of Star Trek Online. Star Trek Online has decided to make the changes to what ships Romulan captains can access. Previously, Romulans could only fly Romulan ships, no matter who they were aligned with. When Victory's Life launches later in this June, Romulan captains will be able to fly the ship of their choice from allied factions. Take to the stars in a Defiant or the Bird of Prey while still defending the honor of the Romulan Republic. And while not every ship is included, a majority of the ships from both factions will be available for Romulan captains to enjoy. Star Trek Online feels this change opens the options for a Romulan captain. And with that, they'll still be bringing more exciting Romulan ships to fly. But for now, you have even more choices in how you want to defend the final frontier. Now, for more information about this topic and to see a list of excluded ships from this topic, visit StarTrekOnline.com.
So just right off the bat, this is really major. Now, my understanding, you're not going to be able to fly anything that's out of the Lobby store or the lock boxes, but um, obviously those you're not going to fly anyway. But the ability to fly some of the Federation ships as a Romulan captain is really cool. My take on this, and I could be completely wrong, is with Victory's Life coming out, I don't see that there's a lot of selection for Jem'Hadar Cardassians unless you buy the pack, but this does open up, and if they follow suit with them, it's giving you a better option of ships, those you've already purchased through the C store. So I love this change. This is something that when I first started playing as a Romulan, I did want to go into a Fed ship, and I couldn't, or a KDF ship. It was straight up.
Seems so weird showing up in a Romulan ship, like flying the Defiant. Ooh, it just gives me shivers.
Yeah, and it does. Jason, what's your take on it?
Actually, I think I like the idea of that. I'm not seeing that my Tier 6 battle cruiser is not one of the ships that not able to be flied that I can see yet. So, yeah, it might be actually interesting to have my Romulan jumping inside to one of those battle cruisers.
That's very true. Again, yeah, I like this completely. I think we'll see, hopefully, with Victory's Life, they'll follow the same suit, which really gives the player base a larger selection. They're not going to be limited to a faction or really a race-specific ship. Romulans have always been relegated to their own. My concern with this is, and they kind of addressed it a little bit, that they're going to continue to build Romulan ships, so I'm very happy about that. But the pace could possibly slack a little bit now that they're going to be doing a lot for Victory's Life and the Jem'Hadar faction. So I hope.
But yeah, I think they're gonna still come up with something new because there's a lot of players out there that like to play Romulan, and not having that opportunity to have new ships to play with will really drag them down.
I agree. I agree. And before we get into the next item, we got some giveaways tonight. We didn't get to that. We're doing 3 fleet ship modules. And for you to win one of those 3, put up in the Twitch chat now, put Mol Rihan, which is the name of our beautiful location here of New Romulus. Put that in the Twitch chat, uppercase, lowercase, whatever case it is, and you will enter yourself for a chance to win a fleet ship module. And I will give those out here in just a moment. Rikers, you're up again. Introducing the Gamma Task Force Reputation.
Ooh. The Gamma Task Force reputation represents a coalition, basically just the task force itself, represents a coalition of forces formed to curb new threats pouring out of the Gamma Quadrant. The combination of top scientific organizations and military forces around the galaxy. This task force exists to ensure that the galaxy will survive with all these new threats intact and together. This new reputation will be available with the release of Victory is Life and will feature all new traits, skill modules, space equipment sets, and ground equipment sets, as well as a new ground armor and space visualizations. Now, there was a lot of information that was going on about this, so if you want to read up on it and see what's going on, go ahead and visit StarTrekOnline.com.
Outstanding. We just got a new notification of a new follower. Welcome you to our channel. It did the Bonniekins, which I was very happy about. Yeah, there's a lot of information on this, and I know Rikers, you put some stuff in discussion points. Anything in that you want to kind of key in on for this new reputation?
Yeah, there was quite a bit that was going on. I mean, as you know, with any new reputation, there's going to be marks that you're going to have to worry about. So you got the gamma marks, which is stuff that you'll be able to earn during participation of the swarm, which is one of the new queues that's going to be opening up. So there's that. Then you also got oh man, this is even harder to say, the Geminaring. I just butchered that, but it's a fragment.
The germanium carapace fragments.
Yes, thank you. The fragments are earned, basically by doing the advanced or elite versions of the swarm, which, for some of our members, especially a guy named Feisty Goat, having these elite versions of the activity will be a big bonus for him. Some of the other things that are coming up are like reputation items. There's definitely going to be, a new shield for your ship, impulse engines. You got deflectors, warp cores, normal stuff. And then you got all the set bonuses. So, I mean, there's going to be quite a bit of things. The one thing that really picked up in my mind, I mean, it was kind of cool, was the new Universal Council, the Ordnance Accelerator Mark 12. I mean, this one right here, it's basically, it decreases the shared cooldown of mine launchers. So basically, when making all these mine launchers recharge faster, it gives that additional, kill ratio that you're looking for. Not only that, but it provides additional damage that will significantly increase the Polaron energy damage and projectile weapon damage. So, I was cool with that. And a lot of it seemed, at least to me, that it was kind of giving props from, I'm trying to remember the episode of DS9 where Rom makes the minefield.
Yeah.
It kind of feels like that, what they're doing here, because then you have the Deep Space Mine 3 set, which it sounds so familiar to that. So truthfully, I'm pretty excited to see what they're going to come up with. There is a lot more to talk about, but I'd spend here a day talking about it if I was going to go for it.
To come back on that Universal Ordnance Accelerator, one of the other things, it provides a significant increase to Polaron energy weapon damage and projectile weapon damage. And, you've got the Jem'Hadar 3-piece set. You've got the Jem'Hadar weapons that's, the Polaron based. So I was actually looking out in the forums, and there was a lot of folks on there talking about how this could be a really nice addition for Polaron builds, drain builds and whatnot. So I like that console. I think anything we can boost the polar on a little bit will be good.
Well, that and the self-replicating minds, like they're saying here in Twitch.
Yeah. Next thing you know, we're gonna have mines dropped on us at 20 kilometers. They're gonna scream in and kill me because that's
Oh yeah, that would be scary in PvP.
that would be scary to drop mines at 20 clicks and end up killing you. Yeah, Sino Skyrat, he wanted to see if the following thing was working, so I guess he unfollowed or refollowed. You're funny, man. You're funny, but it's always good to have you on the show. Some of the traits, they got the Strength of Mind. Slotting the trait will increase your willpower, which grants resistance to control effects. Space One, also Strength of Body slot and trait will grant you an increase to kit performance whenever you activate a captain ability, making all your kit modules more effective. Activating multiple captain abilities in a short duration will refresh the duration of this buff. Tiers 2, the hardened sensor slotting, it will increase your resistance rating to control effects. So it looks like these traits are going to, a lot of them are going to really control effect abilities and whatnot. So it's going to be some counters and or some add-ons to it. Magnified Armament Space Tier 4, it's going to give you a passive increase to your weapons damage, and then you got the Strength and Shield that it will bring on the shield resistance. Tier 5 Ground, one little ship activating this trait will summon a miniaturized Danu runabout to fly around and shoot phaser beam arrays and photon torpedoes at Norba. So if you that episode there where they miniaturize the runabout and it runs around and shoots at the Jem'Hadar, so they're bringing that in game. That's going to be a great little trait. It doesn't say.
I love what Matthew Prime was saying in Twitch. He's like, yeah, no wonder why PvP is dead. And so you got all those mines there. Everyone's dead. Ha, 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 ha.
True. But I am interested in that one little ship, seeing that on the ground. I think that'd be funny to see that trait slotted and actually using it. So a lot of really good things with this. Again, and there's a lot. I mean, a ton. So definitely go out on the ARC STO website and read all that. Do I have my EV suit? Yes, I do. Sally has not been reset up the correct way. Thank you, Alex. So she still had an EV suit because the last time I used her was on Nukara. Was the last time I used her, so I don't have her armor. In fact, I rushed this week to get somewhat of a half decent build for her to take into the battle zone. So
Why do you gotta embarrass me in public, man?
I try not to. I really try not to. I tell you what, right now it has been hard in beta. She's in Priority One beta to unload fleet marks, and I've got about a little over 2,000, and I won't dump them into the 50% one. I want full value. So I just need to get them put in so I can get her some proper fleet equipment and whatnot. So she's actually got some reps that's not even completed. I just got to complete tier 5 and get the dilithium. So plus she's in a most outstanding uniform, showing off how she's in command of everyone tonight. Just look at that, just beautiful. All right. So Mirror Invasion. Jason, what the heck's going on, man? Didn't we just finish off the Terrans last month?
We did, yes.
Blasphemy,
man.
Mirror Universe is invading the galaxy once again. It returns to Star Trek Online as part of a limited time event, which started on May 10th and ends on May 31st. This event map will only be playable during these 3 week event time frame. Once a day, players will be awarded a multi-dimensional transporter for playing this event. By turning in 14 transporters through a new project available in the event's reputation system, players can receive 50,000 dilithium or 500 fleet marks, 250 marks of their choice, and a brand new unique weapon, the Agony Phaser Energy Torpedo Launcher.
Ooh.
Based on the well-known weaponry technology fired in the form of directed energy weapons, this projectile is specially equipped and encase itself in the harmful power of agony rays, deflecting the crews and the subsystems of the enemy ships with a deadly overload of painful power. Upon hitting a foe, this torpedo has a chance to disable the target and cause phaser damage over time. Unlike most torpedo launchers, the Agony Phaser Energy Torpedo launches damage is enhanced by the abilities and the items that approved phaser damage. not those that improve traditional torpedo weapons. Defend Lothlee Station from the incursion. We cannot let the terrible Terran Empire get foothold in our dimension. More information about this event, visit StarTrekOnline.com.
Jason, appears the dog behind you barking's already ready to hit the mirror invasion itself.
I was actually going to say the dog was from the invasion.
Yeah, it's
most likely getting onto my puppy.
Oh.
Likes to agonize my wife's 15-year-old dog.
So you have an agony dog.
Yes.
Yes, advisory. She works hard for the credits. Nightweb and they are looking for revenge, and so this is one that, to be honest with you, I think they need to decrease the timer because it goes a little too long to get this compared to other 3-week events. Defending Valful Station. I get so tired of this. I just, here's the deal. Join Sally today to defend Waffle House Station and her supply of bacon. Doing so, you will earn your Lard Medal of Honor. That's the only way I can do this to get through the 3 weeks of this. The Agony Phaser Energy Torpedo Launcher. Very interesting. Back in Crystalline, we've got the Crystalline Energy Torpedo, which is an anti-proton base. So we now have a Phaser Energy Torpedo for those of you with Phaser builds who would like to play with a torp. It's going to take your Phaser. I do it sometimes. I'll switch to the Crystalline Energy Torpedo and just slot out either one of my overbeams or my rapid scatter for a high yield or a scatter torpedo. So that's an interesting weapon.
It is. I actually think I might actually like that because that's what my main tunes build is a phaser build.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, so if you slot that in, switch up one or two of your abilities, kind of balance it out. You're not have to worry about going back and respecking to a torpedo, anything to torpedoes because you're getting it's all energy from your phasers. So it provides you just a little bit of a change up and just makes your build a little bit more interesting. Next thing you know, you fly in and fire off a spread of Agony Phaser Energy Torpedoes. I believe there's a band in Australia that has a guy that screams while holding his hat. We call him the Cowboy, and believe me, he is the Agony Phaser Energy Torpedo. I see we've got some people that use the torp with the AP engineering build. Outstanding. Yeah, it's a great torpedo to try. Rikers, anything on Mirror Invasion? These guys coming back and trying to smite us.
All I keep on thinking about is how well you're going to cook your bacon with that Agni raise.
My bacon's going to be cooked kind of fine, man, because I've got quite a bit of bacon. I've stocked up. The local grocery store had a sale, and I've bought several pounds of bacon in commemoration of Sally being on tonight.
Oh, by the way, guys, the song here.
No. No. Okay. No. Oh, no. All right. Before we move on to the next thing, because we are going to move on, we're going to go ahead and do the first fleet ship module. So you need to type in the word Mulrihan and put that in the Twitch chat. I'll give you guys just a couple more seconds to do that before I pop the winner on it. No, we're not doing that. All right, so let's go ahead and roll for Mulrihan, and the winner is. Oh, yeah, that's just the way. It's not going to work tonight. You've got to be kidding me. Oh, this is really good. My winner picker is not even working right now. Well, we're going to do it really easy here. I feel like let's see. Hang on. I'm going to try to get it working here in a moment. This is what it means to be on live.
Hang on, I got this. I'll start singing again.
All right. That's what we need. Yeah. Okay. Really, that is just, man, that's out the door. There is a video on YouTube with that guy doing that for 10 hours straight. It's the greatest video in the world. Okay, and the winner of the fleet ship module is Jab Darkfold. Congratulations on the
Congrats,
fleet ship
man.
module. Get me
Congrats.
send to me your in-game @ handle, because I will email that to you before the end of the show, and I'm going to do a refresh on my thing here to see what's going on, to reload page. And give me a moment. We're going to go ahead and get the next one set up here in just a second before we move on. This is what it means to be on a live show.
You know what, Panda? Just because you said that, I'm going to make sure you see this video over and over and over again.
Yeah, something like that. Oh, whoa, what happened? Oh, you know what I did? I went, yeah, see.
Hey, look, we're going online.
I-
Oh my gosh.
My F5 key is keyed already. I'm telling you, man, this show is absolutely off the rails completely. But congratulations to you. Make sure you get me your in-game @ handle. Get it to me or get it to Rikers. We'll get that to you. Yeah, we're back on the air. Yeah, we're all over the place tonight. This show is completely off the rails. So
I looked at the screen. I was like, wait a minute, what's going on?
I saw that. I'm going, and I remembered my F5 key is keyed to.
Traveling back in time.
I know, man.
Are we trying to go back to fight the mirror universe now?
Exactly.
Oh, we have a redo. We screwed up so bad.
Yep. We're, you know what? Hey, I spaceballed. I'm Colonel Sanders. I turned off instead of the screen, I turned off the movie. We're back.
Yeah, there we go.
We're trying to do a mulligan.
Yep.
Hi, my name is Chris.
Yep. All right, type in Jolan True into the Twitch chat now, and it's not going to work. My thing's not working tonight at all, so I'm not even going to try to do this. Rikers, pick up a winner for me on this next one.
Everyone's a winner.
Yeah, no, that's not everyone. Everyone's not a winner. But Jab Darkfold. Yeah,
Pick the wrong person to do that.
But Jab, get me your in-game @ handle. Either send it to me as a private or put it in the thing, and someone will record it and get it from you. All right, guys, we're gonna move on, and I believe we are at it's going to be Rikers.
We got those new ships coming from the Gamma Vanguard pack, which is pretty tight. So I don't know if you guys heard about it yet, but apparently they're going to add 2 brand new ships, which will launch with Victory's Life in June on the PC, which is the Tier 5 Cardassian Galore Cruiser and the Tier 6 Jemadar Vanguard Carrier. Basically, these are all available for pre-order now with the Gamma Vanguard pack, but you'll receive the aforementioned ships. Plus, the best news is the price of the pack won't change. So, anyone already pre-ordered will also receive those 2 ships, which is a pretty nice bonus that they're adding in, especially since they already released the paid version of it. So, we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I didn't even listen to anything you said. But yeah, it's great to see them adding some ships to the Vanguard pack, and all that. The Jemadar Vanguard Carrier, awesome. They are giving you the T5, which will become a T5U on the Galore. So I've got my proper ship to put my gold Ducat in it, so I can fly back to Bajor, overlook the planet, and wave and go, "Hello, I'm back." So yeah, 129 on that. They're adding some more ships to it, which is great. If you financially are able to go out, get that Victory's Life, it is on sale right now as a pre-order. So obviously, once Victory's Life is released, it will go up. So if you're able to do that, definitely go out to the website and do it.
Riker's line, if not, try Troy again. I love that idea. Troy's a very beautiful woman.
Meow Charge, yeah, I think we got some people. Sly Cadaver just joined us. Meow Charge just joined it because it's doing Bonnikins right now. It's stuck in the Bonnikins thing. Welcome. Don't unfollow to follow just to do that, man. Jazzy Cat, is the Agony Torpedo available for our characters if you earn it? Yes, it's an account unlock. Once you earn it for one, you'll get it on the others. So that's, you only have to run it one time for that event through. I am correct on that. I mean, I could be wrong. God, that's how much we're off the rails tonight. But yeah, I'm glad they're adding a couple more ships to this pack. Definitely get it if you can. Jason, are you going to? What's your thought on that?
I've been looking at it. I really would like to try to get it. I have to see what I can do.
All right. All
But
right.
money situations are a little tight, but
Oh, I
somehow
understand.
I might be able to swing it.
And
I might have to run around my house and collect up all the cans for 10 cents to turn in, and hopefully I can have enough to get it.
I thought you were going to go inside your house, turn upside down the furniture, make sure there's no coins in there while your family's still sitting on it. Turn over the beds, look inside the toilet, make sure none of the kids or anything that stick any coins in there. You're like scraping the surface for any last penny.
Yeah, I might have to very much sweet talk my better half and tell her
Make them
that I
beg,
owe
make
her
them beg.
make them beg.
millions and millions of whatever she wants.
Yeah.
Butt rubs, back rubs, something.
Wow, you're really gonna have to put out for that. Put out
Yeah.
for it.
That's a
Yeah.
lot of back rubs to give.
Personally, I've got the best way. Sally, as everyone, if you don't know, I mean, she's a pretty portly lady here. She's currently carrying triplets. One is Winters, one is Rikers, and one is Alex. So she'll be expecting child support, which will then be able to afford me the Vanguard pack. So I'll be reaching out to Kat to file the papers, the legal papers, soon. So all right, man. Jason, introducing the Swarm.
Yeah, the ever rigorous Hork swarm are attacking Dominion planets. Help the Jem'Hadar ships keep the swarm at bay, while the planet organizes an evacuation plan. To increase the number of citizens we can save, we've decided to use multiple planetary escape routes. Keep the routes clear of the Herc, or they'll devour the transport ships. Swarm is our first 5-player cooperative space queue available in the Victor Life expansion. Participating in it will earn you a choice of fleet marks or gamma marks. The queue is available to captains over level 50.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to this. It's good for them to have a queue out already. I've read on this one. It looks it's almost what's that? It's the it's the space queue for the Kronos one. It kind of, to me, it's got, and I can't remember the name of the queue, and I could look it up, because I'm smart, Rikers.
Yeah, sure, you're smart.
I can't get that queue for.
It's under Iconian. Not the Battle of Corvette. Yeah, Gateway to Greythor. Kind of reminds me of that one a little bit. It's got some similarities to it. Where you have to protect the transports and whatnot. So
I
this
thought you
one's.
were going to say the Battle Cortez. That would have been hilarious.
No, I will not do the Battle of Corvez because it's got Harry Kim in it. When I fail it, I don't want to hear him tell me how I failed. That's not the way it's going to work.
You failed.
I failed that one. So yeah,
What is it with the console version of the game? You're defeated.
You're defeated. Big red letters at the top. That's what Hunter sees quite a bit when he's in his game. But yeah, it kind of reminds me of that. But it's good to have. We'll have the Gamma Battle Zone, obviously, to earn Gamma marks, and then having a queue for it. So I hope it'll be a popular queue because it'll be brand new, and it's good that it's open for captains over level 50. So obviously if you're Jem'Hadar, Cardassian faction, you're going right in. But if you're not, you're still leveling one up. It's right at 50. You're not having to do an in-game 60 queue or anything like that. So that's really cool. Rikers. Hey, what were you gonna say?
I'm sorry, Hunter's on here. He's out. Yes, PS4 gives no filters. They tell you how it is.
Yeah,
they tell you like how it is.
Yeah, Lunic man, I hate it when Kim talks down to you for trying. Yeah, I can't stand Harry, the 7-year ensign Kim. Alex, there will be no DNA test. The pre-order, I don't have a link for it, but if you go out to StarTrekOnline.com, it'll probably be right on that page. And yep, cool, thank you. And so Rikers, Junior Officer Weekend.
What would it be to be a junior officer again? So excited. From Thursday, May 10th to Monday, May 14th at 10 a.m. Pacific, Star Trek Online is running a special weekend event that can allow you to earn bonus commendation XP by completing any duty officer assignments. For those duty officers who work tirelessly in cramped Jeffries tubes, perish namelessly in away missions, including you red shirts, or provide the endless stream of reports and analysis necessary for a Star Trek to function. I want to know, by the way, who took my red stapler? I want my stapler. I got to do my TPS reports. If I can't do my TPS reports without my stapler, nothing.
Wow, that is wow.
That was deep.
Long on there.
Are you okay, man? Do we need to get you some mental help?
Yeah. Let me give me a moment just to breathe.
All right.
During this event, you'll gain a 50% increase in all commendation XP earned during the completion of the duty officer assignments. You don't need to do anything special for this bonus. It's automatic. Plus, you'll be able to receive a special purple quality duty officer with a unique active roster power by speaking to your duty officer contact. Now, if you're with Starfleet or if you're with Romulan Allied Starfleet, you guys get the engineering exocomp duty officer. If you haven't got it right now, I suggest you get it. Highly recommend. And if you're on the KDF side with the Romulan KDF Alliance, the Reman duty officer, which is basically the same equivalent as the exocomp. Both very popular. You should get them. They were great on any build. Gives you additional bonuses, especially like to your red matter capacitors. So just remember that this won't be available if you've already claimed it the last time. So the last event, if you've already got it, you won't get anything different. Duty officer packs open during the event will each have a free additional green quality or better duty officer inside. This only applies to C-store purchase packs. Also, it applies only to packs open during the event. So if you had some from the previous event, they will even work on that. So some of the packs that are included, we're talking about the Delta Alliance, the Gamma Quadrant, the Reinforced, Fleet Support, Romulan Survivor, Fleet Support, Cleon Empire, and the Federation Duty Officer packs that are all included. Now, for people that are going to go ahead and attend this event for the Junior Officers Appreciation on Starfleet Academy or Cleon Academy, you need to make sure you speak to Professor Myers or Commander Tabam or Batama Titsabontontai. Go ahead and pick a cadet you want to train, and then all you got to do is just go around and scan particles. It's depending on how many particles you scan as to what type of rarity duty officer you get. So basically, if you scan a minimum of 5, you'll get a common duty officer, which don't even bother with that. But if you got 25, you can get an uncommon. 50, you can get rare. And if you do anything above 70, 75 or above, you get a very rare duty officer. And it's free. I mean, all you got to do is just pick up the trace particles and you get a duty officer. I mean, that's a great deal. You just got to remember that if you need additional duty officer or reserve officer slots, they're available at the C-Store, and you can buy them up to a maximum of 500 spaces. For more information about this weekend event, make sure you visit StarTrekOnline.com.
So, I beamed into Starfleet Academy the other day, and there was a thing, and it started up on me. So, I've already got these two duty officers, the Exocomp and the Reman duty officer, pretty much on all my tunes. So, no need to go there. The 50% increase in your commendation XP, that's really cool. Also, reminder that your commendation XP can be turned in for marks at the star bases. So, if you're got a lot of that, you can turn that in and pick up some extra marks. A lot of my characters already got the 500 reserve rosters, so I'm not going to really run around and do this for the weekend. It's really not my thing. But I'm glad that our DOFs are dying for us as they should be. That's their job.
Well, one of the things I did do, especially with the whole Delta Rising that we just completed, getting those duty officers will help those new characters that you created. So
Yeah.
I highly recommend getting them.
Sano Skywright says a fistful of Gorn gives you better blue or purple a lot more on replays. Advisory Pandas just letting us know that we figured out you need help breakers. UI Witness, anything announced on the Delta Recruit for PS4? I want to wait for that to start leveling my first console tune. We'll have some information on the PS4 news coming up here shortly, but I don't believe that has been announced yet for that.
No, it has not.
That
But
is
I'm
not.
assuming they probably will soon enough.
Yeah. The Delta's always really great. So again, if you want to go run around and do traces for a little bit to get some duty officers, go for it. And the packs.
I think I still need some more lessons on this duty officer stuff because I think I usually give all my duty officers away to the.
Well,
you know what? I don't remember or not, but are they locked duty officers? Because if they're not locked duty officers, they can make some money off the exchange.
yeah, as long as you haven't put the duty officer into one of your space or ground slots, it's not bound to the lock to the character, so you can in essence sell them. You can also email them, unless they're character bound.
I was thinking for some quick, easy EC right there.
Yeah, and that's what some people may end up doing. My duty officers, I've got a good set of whether it's the very rare rares, and then I've just got a bunch of commons, and those end up going into fleet projects. Yeah, cool. And also, so again, it's if you want to do it, go run and do it, but make sure you do pick up the Exocomp and the Riemann if you don't have it on your character.
Totally.
Get those two. They're very good duty officers for your character. Jason, Affinity Duty Officer promotion. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yes, captains enjoy a 20% off on duty officer packs from Thursday, May 10th to Monday, May 14th. This includes the Gamma Quadrant Duty Officer, Cador, Reinforcements Duty Officer Pack, Fleet Support Duty Officer Pack, Romulan Survivor Duty Officer Pack, Delta Alliance Duty Officer Pack, Delta Pack, Federation Pack, and Klingon Pack. In addition to the sale, the purchasing and opening of any of the above packs during this promotion will provide an extra bonus prize on top of the duty officer packs. Existing contents opening any of them will be granted to provide either 10 Lobby crystals or special recreation choice pack, which contains one of the Tier 6 starship featured in previous similar promotions. The special recreation choice pack will be bound to character when received, but the pack for whichever ship is chosen can be freely traded with other players. Player fortunate enough to win the ship pack will be presented with a choice of claiming a package containing any one of the following ships. Let's see,
You want me to list them out, man?
Yeah.
I got you, man. Krenin Amarak Science Dreadnought T6, the Alachi Shishar Intel Dreadnought Cruiser T6, the Alachi Sheshar Command Dreadnought Cruiser T6, the Jemadar Strike Ship, which is the bug ship, the Jemadar Recon Ship, which is the bug ship light, Special Requisition Pack 23rd Century T6 ship, and this is a 23rd Century T6 ship, opens in one of the ships depending on the faction. Temporal Light Cruiser, Constitution class, the D7 Battle Cruiser for Klingons, the Talis Temporal Warbird for Romulans, the Sona Science Dreadnought. These are just some additional ones you can get. The Amar class Smugglers Heavy Escort Special Requisition Pack 26th Century Dreadnought Cruiser. These are faction specific Universe Temporal Heavy Dreadnought Cruiser. The Dugrath Temporal Heavy Dreadnought Battle Cruiser, and the Avalkis Temporal Dreadnought Warbird for Romulans.
Headnought?
Yeah.
Headnought.
Yeah, we're all over the place. And then finally, there's a new ship to the pack. It's the Zenkathi Zentar Dreadnought Carrier T6. So again, you've got a 20% off on this, which is going to give you the chance at a T6 ship. At the same time, you're picking up within those packs some additional green quality or better duty officers. So, I would say it's the same thing when they do the Affinity R&D. If you've got the extra to go pick them up, go ahead and pick them up. So, yeah, because some of these ships are quite valuable, and I've got some really good traits and whatnot, and obviously the Admiralty cards. So, if you have a chance,
Flying Enterprise.
Yeah,
Frisbee.
yeah, the flying frisbee. So if you have a chance to get some of these ships, if you win one, congratulations to you. If not, you've just, you pick up some extra duty officers and whatnot. And then also, I mean, you got Lobi crystals, so there's always, something you can do with Lobi.
There's a request in Twitch right now, James. They're saying that they want you to dance with them instead of just sitting there. Come
Really?
on, juggle those handles.
You realize if she does this, I don't have a whole lot with her. Let's see. Let's see. What dance does she want to do? I don't. Oh my God! I don't even have the fan dance with her.
Oh, that's what I was gonna say
I
too.
was gonna do it, so I'll do the mix. You can just see I don't really work with her too much. She's usually eating bacon. Okay, she's dancing with y'all. Um, so yeah, pick that pack up if you can. Enjoy it. If you win a ship, congratulations. Jason, tell us about the PS4 and the Xbox console patch notes from 5/10/2018.
Okay, well, there's a 20% pack sale. Captain's an urgent message has come in from Fleet Headquarters. For a limited time from May 10th to May 14th, we're putting all packs in the C-Store on sale for 20% off. Now is the time to get all the items you need in a bundle for an excellent price. Don't wait. The Borg returned to assimilate PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. The Borg alert returns to console for a limited time from Thursday, May 10th to Monday, May 12th at 10 a.m. Pacific time. To all players level 50 and up. Romulan players must have a selected faction. Players will be notified when a Borg fleet appears in sector space. Simply open your captain's menu, select the Borg alert, and agree to travel to the Borg incursion when asked. Upon arrival, you can choose to queue for the Borg incursion event. Enjoy. Remember, resistance is futile.
All I keep on thinking is when he was talking about this earlier, the Berg.
The bird.
The Berg. The Berg is the word.
The bird.
Berg. Now it's gonna be stuck in my head every time I think of a red alert for a
Exactly.
Borg.
If you want to do the Berg is the word red alert, let's do it, man. Let's do the Berg is the word. Yeah, don't give him too many problems. We all hatched up our lines tonight. We're doing a great job of it. If we didn't, this would not be a fun show.
Oh, I love them. That's why I gotta play.
That's right, man. All right, so PC patch notes for PC. These were 5.10 through 5.11/2018. Landing page. New landing page will spotlight some features within Star Trek Online and provide quicker access to what is on the page. This new page will appear upon logging in and when exiting the game by using the escape key. Players who are level 10 or below will not see this page upon login. They resolved an issue that was causing a graphics-related crash with some NVIDIA graphics cards. Never happened to me. They resolved an issue which caused the TXAA not to be available as an anti-aliasing option. They resolved an issue where the Elite Starter Pack was only rewarding one Captain Rechain token instead of 5. Players who have purchased this item prior to the update to Holodeck will automatically receive 7 additional tokens to the one that came to the original, making for a total of 8 to make up for the mistake. That is awesome.
I love that. I'm glad Winters convinced me to buy that because I got that additional items. I was like, oh man, I got like 20 of them now.
Yeah. Also going forward, new purchases will correctly get the 5. The Romulan Imperial minefield resolved an issue that was causing choosing the depart system from final contact to go to another contact. Captains should now depart the system when they choose to do so at the end in the final contact. They also resolved an issue that prevented the operation from awarding fleet marks at conclusion, and then they added the duty officer event weekend from 5.10 to 5.14. So of all those patch notes, let me tell you the whole new landing page, I'm going to say it, I do not like it. I want to get rid of it. I am not a fan of this new landing page at all. I understand.
Thumbs down. Down.
So, if when you're logging out, you've got this thing to come over here, then hit change character and then come down here. And then I've got news here every time I log in. I want to find within the settings I'd like to have that turned off. If there's something that I want to purchase, I'll go to the C store and then they can bombard me with ads there.
I thought they should have just done that in the main login screen. I thought that would have been better, so that when you log in for the first time, it shows before you actually engage to start the game. I would have preferred that instead of it going every time I switch a character, it pops up.
Yeah, I mean, because you're getting this right here. and it's just it's I'm so used to going to the center to click on what I want, and now it's over here to the left, and then it goes back to the center. Um,
Yep.
so yeah.
It kind of reminds me of when we had the temporal event where that stupid message would always pop up from the temporal officer every time you logged in.
So Matthew Prime says you can always use the arrow keys and the enter key to navigate the window. Very true. Major Flax says agreed, not liking the new page. Have had several crashes a day in the game since the update. I don't know what the whole deal with the NVIDIA thing is because I run a NVIDIA GTX 1080 Ti. So
I think it was, from what I understood, it might have been with NVIDIA laptops, because apparently they were crashing really bad on the laptop versions of NVIDIA cards. So I'm
not the
not sure.
desktops. Oh, that's
Yeah, I'm not sure
strange.
if it was the desktops or not.
Wow. No, they must have did. Just hit escape, then you log in, clears it. Yeah, that's strange. I'm surprised that they had that issue, but it must have been something again that it was a lot of, so they ended up getting it fixed, which is I'm glad they did. Um, so yeah, that's all for PC patch notes for this week. Let's go into Armada news. We've got a lot of stuff tonight in Armada news. I know we're getting close to the 9 o'clock hour, but we will be getting out and doing a lot of battling with all of our great Priority One members, and all of the great viewers who are joining us tonight. But we got a little housekeeping left to go. On the PS4 for our Priority One, the upgrade Embassy 3 is on cooldown. It'll complete tomorrow. Also on PS4, upgrade Retrofit Engineering Facilities 3 is on cooldown. It'll complete on Thursday. And Priority One Beta Upgrade Infrastructure 4 is on cooldown for the next 21 hours. I'm happy to see that one on cooldown. Website donation, a big shout out to Captain Mandalorian 9145 for his donation to the Priority One Armada website. As we talk about before, all those donations go back to help pay for the website, TeamSpeak, everything that we have, and then it goes all back to the Armada. No one in leadership or in this stream gets $1 for anything. So thank you for that. Just some new things we're adding because Rikers wanted to add it. Holidays, obviously, the 5th was Cinco de Mayo. It was Mexico's victory over France at the Battle of Pueblo. Tomorrow is Mother's Day. Very important. Make sure you call your mom and say Happy Mother's Day. You know.
I love you, Mama.
Yep. And then obviously coming up on the 28th is Memorial Day. And just an FYI, we will not have a show on the 26th, which is Memorial Day. Give everyone a little time off. Another new thing we're adding is Armada birthdays. I'm going to do the May birthdays, and then in June we'll start doing them week to week. So happy birthday to Captain Wrecking, Lieutenant Toy Cop, Lieutenant Commander Jake Razorjaws, Lieutenant Commander Lonar, and Lieutenant Shark Seat Bunnies, Ambassador Your Mom, Lieutenant Azard, Lieutenant Harak, Lieutenant Commander, this is out the door. Lieutenant Commander Craze, Lieutenant Asari, Captain Karan Bodak, Bayfin Quinn 11235, Fleet Admiral Tiercott, Lieutenant Cossage, Lieutenant Phoenix Life, Lieutenant Grim Chuck 22, Lieutenant Northern 235, Captain Elias Coda, Lieutenant Random Geek, Lieutenant Daddy Dollar, Captain Karna, Lieutenant Commander Bionic Geek Girl, Vice Admiral Panzer, Captain Advisory Pana, and Lieutenant Mater. Happy birthday to everyone. And if it is your birthday,
one more birthday today too.
Happy birthday to everybody. The last thing within the Armada news, Winters alluded to last week. We're coming up to June. We're coming up to the conclusion of the first 5-year mission of the Priority One Armada. We're also coming up to the 1-year anniversary of this Twitch stream show. And he didn't go into a lot of it, but he did talk about how we're going to have some fantastic giveaways on the Twitch stream. And I'm going to share a little bit more with you guys on that. And you don't want to miss these shows on Saturday on June. I'm going to tell you why. Each week we're giving away a T6 ship. The cheapest one is 195 million EC. You got to come. We're going to be giving away a Federation, a Romulan, a Klingon. We got a Benthan and a Jemadar. The plan is we're going to do themed nights around those. The Benthan night I don't have really written up yet. So those ships alone are well over 1 billion EC worth of ships that we're giving away. We're also giving away a TNG ship pack code. I believe it's the tier 4, 5, and 6 on the Galaxy type ships. That's worth 6,000 Zen, which is in keys right now about 268,500,000. We're also each week will be giving away the Geordie Boff code. This is the convention code for the bridge officer. I rated it. It's $50 to go to the Wednesday single day entry to the Las Vegas Star Trek convention this year. So that's what we kind of did. We did not include airfare, accommodation, gratuities, meals, or obviously any gambling, alcohol drinking, or visiting of certain clubs, whether they are music clubs or other types of clubs.
You're taking all the fun out of it.
I know. So that's cool on that. Right now, all those prizes put together, we're looking at close to 4 billion EC, just that we're doing on Twitch. So definitely make sure this is open to all of our viewers. So we'll do the same thing with the keywords, how we always do it. You have a chance to win each week a T6 ship. Some of these prizes were donated by members of the Armada. We'll go into more of that as we get to the show and the donations they've made, including the Klingon ship that was donated this week. So make sure that you are watching the show. On top of that, for P1 members, this is our Fed and KDF. Let me tell you straight up, go out to the website, join up, bring a character in to the Priority One Armada. We've got Fed and KDF fleets. We will be doing a series of events throughout the month of June. Some popular ones is our Where's Winters, our Rising 500 ground race, the Intergalactic Grand Prix, which is a space race. We're also doing a new one, a costume contest, and I believe we've got the screenshot competition. We've got a ton of prizes for these already locked in. Again, members of our great gaming community donated. We'll definitely make sure that we acknowledge them as we do these different events each week. You got to be a member of the Armada, and if it's an in-game event, the character that's within our Armada has to be the character that shows up. Go out to the Priority One Armada website, sign up today. The link is within the channel details down there. Hit it, join up, bring a character in. Do it today. Do it today. Because right now I've added it up with the Twitch and everything else. It's getting close to 10 billion in giveaways. And we're doing more T6 ships, more codes out the door. And I tell you what, a big thank you to everyone in the Admiralty. We've been having meetings, going through all this, putting it together. It's a lot of work, but man, we love it. This is Priority One's 5-year anniversary, and we are going completely all out for it. 10 billion with the B right now. So
someone on Twitch is asking, are there ROM fleets? Can Romulans not join fleets before choosing a faction?
Unfortunately, no. At level 10, you are forced to choose a faction, so you can go Fed or you can go Romulan. Same thing's going to happen with your Jem'Hadar. And that's one of the things we know. We're going to have a lot of new Jem'Hadar creation, whether it's Jem'Hadar or Cardassian, and we've got a lot more going on behind the scenes to ensure that for our members, you can get characters into Fed or KDF fleets. So just choose that faction when you hit level 10 with your Romulan. We've got the House of Martok, House of Moog active. We've got several Federation fleets going. There's a lot more going on behind the scenes. Well, obviously, we're going to be busy getting all your Jem'Hadar into that. We love it. It's going to be awesome. Obviously, anyone who creates a gold Ducat, you're going to answer to me, but go from there. So get them in there. Join up for this. We're going to have a lot of details coming out throughout before June and during the event. A lot of it's going to be on the website, so you got to get on our website, get registered. There's not enough in the characters in the fleet mail for us to put everything down. And I know leadership's still going to be hitting together to work on that. It's going to be an incredible month. The 5-year anniversary, Priority One Armada, the 1-year anniversary of this Twitch stream, and thank you to all the dedicated folks who help out with that week in, week out. So definitely get in on it now. Don't wait. Hit join, hit Priority One Armada, sign up today, follow this stream, be at the shows, win Uber space prizes, Uber EC prizes. Make sure you do it.
I also heard too that Winter said he's going to pull out his credit card and he's going to get the top winner a new Tesla, all decked out.
I want to just say, okay, just to let people know about Priority One Armada. I'm fairly brand new to this Armada. And I'll tell you what, I mean, we have the team speak. If you need help with something, jump on it. Someone's there to help. I love this Armada. Everybody here is awesome. So, I mean, if you get an opportunity, jump in, join us. We're a fun fleet.
We are. We're here to help.
James has actually sat there and said it's not just that. I mean, it's a community.
It is. I did it last night. I did it last night when I was completely drunk, man, and I still talk about our community. It's the greatest. It's the greatest one in Star Trek Online.
Yes, it is. I mean, if you want to join in the fun, I mean, sign up.
Yep, definitely do that. Welcome to our new member, E.W. Grumpy. Welcome. Bonnie Kins is playing hardcore tonight.
Welcome.
I'm gonna have to change it over to Curland here, but welcome to the show, man. Thanks for doing it. As far as the Tesla, man, here's the deal, Rikers. When it comes to Winter's credit card, you're asking for too much with that. You gotta build it in stages. That's what I do with them. We start with this, we go to that.
It's gonna be without the turbocharge.
Yeah.
Is that better?
Yeah, without. Or I was watching Silicon Valley, and they had the thing if you refer three people, you get the special wheels. And Hinesh was that was a great episode. So definitely on that. Yes, Epo friends are always good. Bonniekin. No, not Curland, please, not Curland. Matthew Priam, next time I'm on, it'll be all night Curland for you.
So should we announce the last winner?
Yeah, let's do our last winner. It's the Jolan True. I've already got it here, so I'm going to throw it in. Congratulations, Tony on a Mountain. You have won a fleet ship module. We've got one more of those that we're going to give away. Send me a private PM. I did get Jab Dark Folds. And send me your in-game @ handle, and I'll email that to you via in-game after the show. Congratulations.
Congrats
for that.
And Alex, yes, we have a national anthem, and we're going to create it in your honor. Wait till next week's show.
That's right, man. That's right. I do have one last thing within Priority One Armada news. This is a pleasure to be able to do this. And actually, let me see right now. That person's here. That person, I hope they're both listening to the show. As they should. So Captain Bulls and Captain Feisty Goat, to all who shall see these presents, greetings. Ye know that, reposing special trust and confidence in the patriotism, valor, fidelity, and abilities, I do hereby appoint you a Vice Admiral in the Priority One Armada on or about this start date. This officer will therefore carefully and diligently discharge the duties of the office which appointment by doing and performing all manner of things thereunto belonging. And I do strictly charge and require those officers and other personnel of lesser rank to render such obedience as due an officer of this grade and position. And this offer is, sir, is to observe and follow such orders and directives from time to time as may be given by me or the future Winters Commander-in-Chief of the Priority One Armada or other superior officers acting in accordance with the laws and regulations of the United Federation of Planets, Starfleet, a Command, and the Priority One Armada. This commission is to continue in force during the pleasure of the Commander-in-Chief, Priority One Armada, for the time being under the provisions of those regulations relating to officers and conduct of Priority One Armada in which this appointment is made. Signed, Commander-in-Chief, Priority One Armada, Winters. Congratulations to both of you. You are hereby promoted to the rank of Vice Admiral. We'll be getting with you guys to kind of go over the next steps in the process here shortly, but congratulations to each of you. Outstanding job. So, we've got one more giveaway. Let me get that loaded up, because if not, it's not going to work. We'll do that at the end. Let me get that put in. Yep. All right, guys. It's time to go to the Undine Space Battle Zone and absolutely wreck Species 8472. So let's get...
I have to change characters for that because this character is not...
No problem. Yep, make sure it's a level 50 map. So we're going to head over to the Dyson Sphere zone. I got to clean my glasses. It is most dirty. So let's get going. E.W. Grumpy, great. We don't have instance yet. We're not going to do any team ups. And that's just because we're just going to all try to get in. I know that some other folks will be selecting some different instances to kind of help out. I'm actually going to take the long way since it ain't too far away. Hopefully I believe I can get Sally in.
Right now, it looks like instant number 2 is the best. There's only one person in there.
Okay, cool.
That's in the sphere, the Dyson sphere, correct?
Actually, you know what? Hang on. Do I got sphere? Yeah, I'll just run the transwarp. Even though it's like a half a light year from being there. Waste transwarps. I gotta remember I don't have my spam bar set up on this for my zero tray. We want to go to... Oop, hang on. Space battle zone contact.
Captain, you are in the Undine battle zone.
Yes! She's never been here because I got the thing. Let's see, I got 11. We'll go to... I am already in 2, so we've got 2 instances right now. Obviously, more will be opening up. Let's kind of hold off on right now. There's only been 1 zone taken down in the southeast quadrant. And then thank you also for whoever held the instance and whatnot. If you do get dropped into a different instance other than this, you can use the in-game chat channel to kind of give us updates on what's going on and those team members around you. Please definitely use that. So we'll wait till we get a few more folks here. I'm at 8. Instance 1 is about full. So it's going to be great to see a bunch of Romulan ships out tonight. Obviously, I'm using one of the command battle cruisers. I see Crossfield coming in.
Oh, look, it's Betty Crocker. Oh, I mean Buzz.
Yeah. Oh, look at that. They already started healing me. I haven't done a thing, but they're already healing me. Thank you. You're so kind. I'll tell you how. Let me show you how bad this build is right now. I'm telling you, here it is. The Baconator. I've not even got to tier 5 on this mastery. It's only got a set of fleet weapons and deflector impulse singularity shields. I gave it 1 RCS accelerator, and I had to craft up plasma infusers because I don't have the credits to buy all the stuff. So the Baconator is definitely going to be wobbly. All right, who's
What
in?
instance are you in?
I'm in number 2 right now. Battle Zone 2. There's quite a few. 2 fleet, 5 friends in here with me. And there's Battle Zone 1. So we'll give everyone another minute or 2. Again, Tony on the Mount, make sure you get me your in-game @ handle. Send it to me as a private message. You can do it through Twitch. Just click on where it's the Priority One, and you can, on the winner, you can just send it directly to me. I've got a scimitar next to me. Look at all the green Romulans in here tonight. Surprised that someone didn't go rusty out Romulan. Or also see if we got a Torp builds going. We're not doing any team invites, Talik. We're just kind of everyone for each other. Jason, Rikers, are you guys in?
Yeah, no, guys. I was
I
gonna
have
say,
to
guys, if you want to start teams, it's not a problem. It's just do it within yourselves. We're just trying to get everyone here so we can play with everyone as possible.
Yep. Perfect. Jason,
having loading issues right now.
You're having loading issues. Okay. Yeah, looks like 1 is full, 2 is getting full. I'm gonna say let's go ahead and hit the Romulan beta point, the Undine controlled. We'll just start on a clockwise from there.
Sounds like a plan.
All right, let's hit them.
Kill something.
Let's kill these invaders.
It's the USS Sally Struthers.
No, it's the Baconator, man. All of her starships are named after foodstuffs, whether it's from an actual place or from South Park. She has the Cheesy Poofs, the S'more Snobs, and other ships. So don't make fun of the ship.
The USS Betty Crocker.
The worst part is my spammer's not working, so I gotta actually click on things tonight. So, and as a reminder, we're giving away 1 more fleet ship module before the end of tonight's show. There's the plasma torpedoes. So, Rikers, what's going on with you this week? Anything special?
Not too much. Just kind of been chilling out this week, trying to finish my Delta recruits so that way I get the additional bonus from the Cleon and Romulan side.
Very nice. Jason, how about yourself?
Same thing. Trying to get that Delta recruit. I only got 10 more levels to go on her.
Nice. All right.
Just relaxing and
What about you, James? What's been going on with you this week?
Well, obviously it's Dawn's over this week. We're still doing plans for the wedding and whatnot. Getting the, I think we're kind of narrowing down, looking at invitations to send out.
That's cool. I'm glad someone's finally there to take control of your house because, I mean, you're such a baby when it comes to doing that stuff.
You know what? I'm going to tell you something interesting. We had a conversation on the way home tonight, and I found out she was actually in the Girl Scouts. And she's told me this, and I'm not kidding you. She knows how to cook breakfast in a brown paper bag consisting of eggs, bacon, and hashed brown potatoes.
Oh yeah, that's a great hack.
No, she can actually do it with an open flame.
No, I'm just saying that's a great hack. That's what a lot of campers would do.
Yeah, and then, she's just teaching me, and she's showing me all this, and now I actually want to do it.
You could also cook lasagna, and I already said this before, haven't I, in the dishwasher?
Yeah,
Tastes pretty good.
But yeah, she was telling me about that. Yeah, we're getting planned up on the wedding and whatnot. We're going to head clockwise, so we'll head up to the next zone. But yeah, and then last night, she's officially my beer winch, and I am her Starbucks winch. So she brings me beer, and I take her to Starbucks.
Till death to us part.
Huh?
Till death to us part.
That's right. So, and then she's supposed to call her mom tomorrow. She wants me to be on the phone. I'm kind of like, nah, I really don't want to, not till October. So I was kind of joking around with her. I said, if you make me talk to your mom, I'm going to tell her you're pregnant. I told her that. I said, you're just, going to tell her you're pregnant.
I thought she... Oh. Hang on, guys. I gotta step away for a second here.
All right, man.
you realize you have to speak to the mother-in-law eventually.
I love her mom. She had one of the greatest. Her mother-in-law, her mom. She's one of a kind. Somehow she had the police over at her house today. She missed something on a miscommunication of a message. She actually called 911 to tell her the unit that she lives in, not realizing that she only needs to do that if there's an emergency. So she called the 911. Of course, the police show up because, they have to. It's a 911 call. So, just one of those things I love about her.
Well, I sometimes get along with my mother-in-law, so...
Yeah, I like Troy and Riker have to head out for a BD meal, family time. Okay, man, goodbye, man. Hope you join us. She's not pregnant. I just kind of said if you do it because I was just gonna I honestly, her mom's nice and all. I just don't want to talk and whatnot. Because she'll want to ask questions. She'll want to talk about a whole bunch of things. Next thing you know, it'll be an hour worth of conversations.
Very true.
Yes, very true. So, she didn't think I was going to talk about it on the show tonight, and I told her I would. I told her I would. I said, don't. I forgot. I've got singularity overcharge abilities with this ship. Things I might want to use.
I don't even know if I'm in the right area or not.
But you got to use that map, man. So, how about everyone out there in Twitch world? How you guys doing this week? Anything interesting going on with our viewers? So,
Hey guys, I'm back. I'm sorry about that.
no problem, man. It happens. We were just talking about, how you're gonna marry Sally.
Yeah, I've already signed the paperwork to deny. Don't even know you. Cat's writing it up for me right now.
Yeah, calm weekend. Yes. So I don't even feel like I got a hardcore buff up in here. Oh, I lost my charge. That's all right. The turn rate of the Baconator is dreadful.
That's why I don't like the Romulan. That's why I'm waiting for the ability to use Starfleet ships.
Well, it's really just these command battle cruisers. Is this game worth playing for a first-time player? Every game's going to have a learning curve. I'll just tell you this: we do have a lot of folks who join Priority One Armada that they're brand new to game. They don't have any idea what they're doing. They come in, they join in, especially in our TeamSpeak channel, and we've got folks in there who are always willing to assist the new player. So we want you to have a good STO experience. I mean, it is what it is. Is this harder than Eve? No, it's not harder than Eve. But there's it's a lot easier than Eve. But there are some unique things with STO. And come join Priority One. Come in and talk to us in TeamSpeak. Everyone here is willing to help you out and make this a great experience for you. Blue Recluse, best MMO space. Yeah, it's Star Trek. So it's automatically on my top favorite list. Speaking of Star Trek, I know this week they released out on Bridge Crew. For those of you who have Bridge Crew, whether you got it on PC, Xbox, or PS4, that they are going to now bring out a DLC pack that is going to be Enterprise D. They're actually doing that with some new missions, including one against the Borg. If you haven't had a chance to go out and take a look at it, they did a actual recreation of the bridge. They actually got a hold of the show, did straight up reproduction of it. Engineering's being slightly modified to ops, so you get to sit with Mr. Data. They're doing new avatars, the whole 9 yards. You get the uniforms. PS4 comes out in June, and PC comes out in July. So I know there's some times we've done a Bridge Crew night in Lean of Star Trek Online on this show, and Drowning, there are no regional servers. Everything's on the same server, and we have a lot of members from European. In fact, Winters is Irish, and that's just enough said there. His weight is 100 bottles of beer. But we have members from the UK. We've got members all over the world. I'm seeing US, Canada, Ireland, Germany, the UK. I mean, just all over the world. So, and yeah, that's the other thing. You can do everything in this game without paying for it. And one of the great things, Winters has got his playthrough guides, and that's exactly what he has. A non-lifetime subscription character that he's leveled up. He shows you everything about the game, the reputation, the Admiralty, everything, all the storyline missions, and he does it with a free-to-play character.
So let's play with Winters.
Yeah, it's an outstanding series he put together. I'm not even going to buff up, really, to be honest with you. It's not even worth it. We're detonating everything. Greece, yeah, I mean, it's awesome. Thankfully, they've never opened the game to Russia or China, so, they might have a VPN, but we're not worried about those guys. And it's not regional like something with the Wargaming, where it's World of Tanks, World of Warships, World of Airplanes, where it's EU, Russian, North American server. So we all get to play this wonderful game together. Well, yeah, you're right. You don't get the highest level ships, but you do get at least, you get a summer and winter T6 ship for free. My suggestion is that new Elite Starter Pack. Go for that, or if you can't afford that, go at least minimum with getting the dilithium and EC cap open. But they do a lot of free stuff in here. They just recently did the Phoenix Prize Packs, which is items which they used to give away that you can't get anymore. And it's a character, but it's really good. you're right, Meowchard's not much of a PvP aspect right now, but we got a lot of members in the Armada. They'll do PvP with testing your builds. And then also the... I'm stuck. Gotta be kidding me. Alright. I'll hit some abilities to get me going here. There we go. But you know, that's something, you know, I wish they'd go back and work on the PvP, but again, we've done PvP on the show, both space and ground. It was a lot of fun. You know, it's something we do to kind of break up the weekly shows.
Yeah, we love doing a lot of ground missions for our environmental suits on.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, and I will say it again, me wearing an environmental suit versus wearing armor and how well I play on the ground just shows you that I'm an elite grounder. So that's all I'm saying right there to those of you who have given me problems for the last year of having an environmental suit instead of armor on.
Yeah, you're an elite grounder. Ground dead.
Psst. I haven't died yet in here.
Yeah, but if your ship doesn't wear an environmental suit.
My ship is covered in hundreds of centimeters of lard that keeps all the that when hits with energy weapon makes my ship smell like bacon. Bacon. So yeah, no problem. Drowning. Check it out. The link to the website's in the channel panel. Definitely go out there and take a look at it. But the cost, back to Star Trek Bridge Crew, the cost of it is, they said, like £11, so I'm thinking it's going to be about $15 US for the DLC pack, which really isn't bad considering that you're getting the Galaxy Bridge. We're losing a little bit on that first zone. I'm going to head down there and kind of try to retake that zone if some of you others just want to keep going clockwise. Drowning, welcome to the channel. Welcome aboard. All right, let's head down back here and we'll get this one. Advisories on it, outstanding. Yes, that is true, Blue. You can do it in the pancake mode without the VR headset, and when we do that show, we actually do it cross-platform. We've got, I think the last time we did it, Winter's Cat, Riker's You were on PC, Hunter was actually playing on PS4. So you got that integration too. It's a great social game, and I will always say this, it's one of those shows that the language does pick up a little bit versus this type of show. Outstanding. I think we've got this taken. That's how slow the Baconator is.
I do have to say that I actually watched Star Trek Discovery recently. Watched the whole season.
What did you think of it? I know you were kind of behind the times on that.
Yeah, I wasn't too sure if it was actually, was it the Kelvin timeline or which timeline it was part of. It was interesting. I did think it was quite interesting seeing Captain Lorca to get a sword in his back.
The whole mirror aspect of that show was the best I'd ever seen. Just very well. I'm not going to go into the whole thing about, you know, the pay to view it versus the free over the air for those of us in North America. But, you know, we've talked about it before. It started out slow. It got great. Season 2 is under production. I believe there was some pictures of who will be playing, was that Captain Pike?
Yeah.
We know they've got Spock coming in.
Well, see, I've kind of understood because, I mean, if you really remember the very, very, very first Star Trek show, original series, technically there was a Captain April before Pike.
Correct.
So this has got to be after April or Kirk. So I'm understanding it to an extent. So let's wait for season 2 to see where it's going to go from the end happened
Well, Kirk's still in his teens, so he's nowhere in the picture yet.
Yeah, so you'll have Spock come in, you'll have Pike come in. Obviously, they showed the end with the Enterprise looking good. A proper Connie representation. Yeah, the show has its share of problems, but that's been every Star Trek series have had problems. They're not always perfect.
I agree. It was kind of boring at first, and of course, once it, started picking up, once moved into the mirror universe, and then it got quite interesting.
Yeah.
Of course, the end of it is very interesting now to see what's going to happen and see.
Exactly. But
so, I will keep my CBS All Access subscription paid for, so that way I can see it starts coming out.
Yep. Again, I understand there's a whole thing with the pay-per-view versus getting it free. It's just one of those things they decided to do this time. I know there's been more talk with the 2 Star Trek movies, the Quentin Tarantino one that's supposedly supposed to be rated R, and then obviously the one that they're going to bring back Chris Hemsworth as George Kirk. They don't know if the Quentin Tarantino is even going to be in the Kelvin timeline. They don't even know if it's going to what characters or if it's going to follow any series. There's a lot of unknowns with that right now. Obviously, since Beyond didn't do as well, but yet they've decided to greenlight possibly, 2 movies, which is...
Yeah, that's an eye-opener.
Yeah.
Me.
Yeah, it's
a very big Star Trek fan, it's like the movies, they're coming out. Okay, well, we're going to have to keep an eye on when it's going to be out, and I'm ready for a Star Trek movie.
Yeah, it's just strange to know that there's going to be, they've got 2 of them. That's nuts. We're losing Western Federation beta point. Some of you want to skip over there. We're going to go ahead and hit this Klingon beta point. And then we'll head into the center from there. Thank you. You can move the different blocks around, so if you F12, you can kind of see I can move this around. Some of you can hide Nightweb. That's how I reset up my UI, especially using the for the stream tonight, because I've got some new, like I said, you'll see the new overlays I'm using. So I already seen one of them's kind of jacked up a little bit. A couple weeks ago, we was talking about myself with The Expanse on Sci-Fi. I finally did sit down and binge watch the heck out of that series.
What'd you think?
Oh my gosh, it's awesome. That's all I can say. It's kind
of like that Battlestar Galactica for this decade.
I think it's actually better than Battlestar Galactica, especially seeing the Amazon and Earth getting nuked. Because Enright decided he wanted to, go after the Martians. But yeah, that's a really, really, really good show. Thank someone on my power tray. Yeah, so if you can get different views of the power tray, like that's one. I run mine on 3 so I can manually change up my levels, and then I can lock certain levels in. So I can auto lock my energy to my weapons, so it'll always be there. You haven't watched season 3 of Expanse as Prime doesn't have it yet. That's true. Sorry, I shared some spoilers with you there about that thing, but if you get a chance, I know it's on Sci-Fi right now. I have been DVRing them and then coming back and watching them. All right, so let's head to the center.
I don't think you have to worry. I think it was on its trailers.
Oh yeah, they showed the explosion on the trailer. But Madam, the Undersecretary, I love her, and she's also the Commodore in Star Trek Beyond. I didn't realize that until I saw her.
Well, she was also the police officer, or whatever her name was, or the mother of the child from the new version of V.
Yep.
The failed version.
Outstanding me, our charge. Have a great night.
I don't know how many of you are fans of The Big Bang Theory. That wasn't interesting.
I have not watched, honestly, I don't ever catch new episodes of it, and I hate the fact that I don't. I usually end up watching it on TBS.
Yeah, well, this one was, it was quite interesting.
Yeah, it was a good one. And for people that, without spoiling anything, if it interests you to make you watch, Mark Hamill and Will Wheaton are on the episode.
Yeah.
Shut up, Wesley.
That was what made it even funnier. I was sitting there, I was like, oh man.
Tiercot's, Sean, welcome, man. Tiercot is our leader from our Xbox group. Welcome into the stream tonight.
What's up, guys?
Yeah, man. He's talking about the Mirror Universe comic for TNG and Discovery. Yes, those are some outstanding comics. Whoever did the graphics artist on that, man, that's some awesome stuff. And then Blue Recluse, the Madam is, I cannot pronounce her name, and I just call her Madam because that's what everyone calls her in the Expanse. Madam Undersecretary.
She was the Commodore of the
Yorktown Station.
Globe ship.
Yeah, of the big giant snow globe. I had to go back and watch that because I realized it was her, and I had to go back and watch it. So it gave me a reason to watch Beyond, which I did like Star Trek Beyond.
Yeah, that was an interesting movie.
Yeah, the big giant snow globe is pretty awesome. All right, so we're gonna head into the center and see if we can take care of these last two. Losing 2 points, heading 11. Who's losing 2 points? It's Rikers. Oh, we're losing 2 points. Oh, we are. Shoot. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right. We'll get them back. Yeah, we're losing the northwest and the southwest zones. So we've taken the center. We've taken back the northwest. I'm gonna head back down to the southwest zone. Myself, get orientated here so she can fly fast. Looks like
I got the east, so if you guys want to break off.
Yeah, we're gonna head over this way. Obviously, we'll have the bosses here, here, and here. The north and southeast, and then the northwest zone. So we'll get this taken. Azar, see, yeah, you put that in there, and it's Christian. I can't pronounce it. My Midwest English does not allow me to pronounce that last name. As far as I know, she is Madam, and she's always wearing like the most out the door clothing. The jewelry alone is enough. Welcome, Navkire.
Welcome
to the Priority One. I hope you enjoy. Yeah, he's trying to phonetic it for me. Okay, I've got to get going. Oh, we're losing the south right now. This is Romulan night for you, man. This zone's becoming a little hard, so we'll get it picked up. Oh wow, can't spell. No, man, you're good. It's me. I'll have to watch it to get it, but yeah, she's got some of the Rikers. I mean, you've seen it. She wears some of the most out the door wardrobe, and she doesn't like space, and the whole thing with being in space,
especially when she was in the rocket racer or whatever it was called.
Yeah, the Razorback.
Yeah, that's it. But the actress herself, she's really good. She's been in a lot of stuff, so
yeah,
I was kind of happy they brought her along.
Yeah, she's been really good against Enright, and like I said, I hope Enright gets his comeuppance, and I wouldn't mind seeing them showing his execution live, on the show. I will enjoy that.
I think for some reason that he might actually take over.
You think he will? You think he'll try to kill the General Secretary?
Well, with all the plotting and scheming he's done, you don't know what he's going to do.
Yeah. So,
That must be a show that I don't watch.
And
It's on the Sci-Fi channel.
yeah, it's on
you have
Sci-Fi.
fans.
Yeah.
All right.
There's not a lot that I watch on there.
And good news, we're right here. Right, yeah, let's head south. We'll get that one, come back up north. Now we're launching the attack.
Of course, I have too much stuff that comes onto my DVR, and it looks like I'm going to have to add live PD to the DVR.
Yep. Okay, Av Ur Sar La. Av Ur Salah. Yeah, see, it's not happening. It's not happening. She's mad at you and Undersecretary for awesomeness. Okay, seriously, there's no way I'm going to be able to fly around this thing. I'm just going to park in front of it and drop it all. Also, it's partly I went back and partly rediscovered Andromeda.
Oh yeah, they've been recently releasing the HD version on Amazon Prime.
Amazon Prime has had the entire series on Prime, so I was able to go through and watch that. Another interesting.
Nice seeing it in HD because I remember in standard it wasn't that great. It looks pretty good now on modern television.
Yeah, and then that I looked up that show and realized that was from a 1973 show, Earth. I want to say Genesis and Earth. It was all Gene Roddenberry. It was really bad.
There's a lot of scripts he wrote back then.
Yeah.
Popularizing on it after TNG.
Well, no, these were back in the 70s he did this. Yes.
They were taking his scripts from back then and making them shows then because of the popularity of TNG.
The Kevin Sorbo show, and he put trademark. Yes, the Kevin Sorbo version of it. Not him. He did Hercules, did he not? He did the medieval Hercules, and then that was...
what was during Action Pack Hour, or Hour, whatever it was called, where Xena and Hercules...
Warrior, for instance. Yeah. Earth Final Conflict, absolutely not. I tried to watch a couple episodes of that, and I could not handle it. I literally just... Ugh.
Speaking of Andromeda, I have to go and look and see what that is about, because it rings a bell, but...
Well, I've watched it, but I never watched every episode, so I went back and really just watched it. Some of it is a little hard to get through.
The last season is probably... I really didn't care for it that much.
I didn't really care much for season 3. The music was, to me, just a little too...
I can't picture it. I can't even picture the show right now.
Yeah, you'll have to go wiki it, man. Go hit the wiki on it.
Andromeda herself, she became a pretty popular actor after that.
Yes.
Show.
Well,
the one I loved the most that she was in Jason X.
Yes.
The planet killer has been
All right.
I never liked that movie.
Let's head up to the north.
I thought it was funny. I mean, I'm not much of a horror flick guy, but it was just
but
hilarious.
You gotta realize with my name, going through school, I had to,
Just means you're more popular.
So, Witness, he liked Earth Final Conflict, but all the casting change it made a bit haphazard. Alexa Doig, Doig, was Andromeda. She was Becky and Jason X, and of course, then there's the last season that we won't talk about. Becca Valentine, the character from Andromeda, she was pretty obviously badass. Yeah. No, it was a good series. Again, I mean, it got a little long at certain times, but this one's almost finished off. Great job.
I was gonna say it kind of reminds me of the days of when the Action Pack used to be on television.
Yeah.
I remember. I don't know if it was called Time Cop or something like that, but it was similar to that, where he traveled through time to correct errors. I don't know if you remember that show. Plus, he had 7 Days, which was UPN, but
yep.
7 Days
was 7 Days. That was actually a pretty decent show.
And then the one I really hated was because I used to love Knight Rider, but that was when Team Knight Rider 2000 or whatever it was came on an Action Pack, and it was terrible.
Time Tracks and Quantum Leap. That was
Time Tracks. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, Quantum Leap. That was the popular one, obviously.
Yeah, that was probably one of the better ones that I liked.
Yep. 7 Days. Yep, I remember that one. That was a fun one. Yeah, back in the mid '90s, there was some decent sci-fi stuff on.
There was like a small boom.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I was a fan of the original SWAT TV.
Hunter goes Quantum Leap with Captain Jonathan Archer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very true. He just hadn't warped into that body yet.
Yeah. Stargate, obviously, the Stargates. I mean, there was some good stuff on.
I liked the Stargate movies more than I did this.
See, I liked SG-1. That was the show that I liked the most.
Yeah, I remember watching it from day one on Showtime.
Come
and I
on
was
now, don't
so
you guys
happy
remember watching
afterwards.
T.J. Hooker?
No, but I have been watching. Hey, totally not sci-fi related. I have been because it was on Amazon Prime, and I don't know why I did this, but I decided to start watching Chips with Eric Estrada.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So.
The guy still
About
thinks
as-
on that show all
It's
the
about
time.
as bad as going to watch the A-Team, right?
And both of them make the 2008 Knight Rider reboot look amazing. Yes, because the 2008 reboot of Knight Rider was absolutely horrendous.
I mean, the concept was good. The execution was terrible.
Yeah, exactly. Massively terrible.
That particular, I did not like the fact that they decided to go with the Mustang.
Yeah, you just don't do that.
Kit was. That just put Camaro in a bad taste badly for that.
Well, no, I mean, when I think of Knight Rider, I always think of the original.
Yeah.
Even though the TV movie Knight Rider 2000 wasn't that great, it still had pretty much everyone there.
Well,
And
yeah.
So it was still a follow. It was kind of nice to see the new car, but it didn't feel like we know it. You know, Kit with the black Trans Am.
I think that has, like you were saying, I think that just has to with. I mean, there's a lot of shows that they redo, that just ain't right unless it's got the original actors.
Yep.
Oh yeah, I love Babylon 5 too. I mean, it was. Yeah,
Babylon 5
I
was
have I have all 5 seasons on that one, and plus the movies.
I mean,
That was during
Growing-
Deep Space Nine. That was the things to do. Was that and Babylon 5?
The Undine will return, but we have
I think
Yep.
growing up watching
there is a massive
certain,
Voth fleet inbound.
even watching the older
All ships return to the
sci-fi
station
movie
area.
shows
We
like
must
Buck
prepare for
Rogers.
the Voth.
Well, that's
watching that.
the
I
thing.
love Buck Rogers, even though it's corny now. I still love it.
Witness, you've got that right. I mean, you're looking at something 20 years later, and you're looking at it, and all of a sudden you appreciate it a little bit more. It actually, to you, and it may be just at the time you may not understood everything, the themes and all that, or just some of the period things going on, and now we just know about it. So yeah, but I admit I was watching Chips the other day, season 1, and I actually found it to be quite enjoying.
Well, I've actually started watching. I've watched all the way up until, of course, last night's show, Hawaii 5-0,
The original or the reboot one?
the reboot.
Reboots.
I like it a little better than the original.
I watched it for a while, and then I just kind of got uninterested in it and stopped watching it.
The reboot's not bad. I think the whole deal they did this last season with Grace Park and a few of the other actors was a little out the door. Buckaroo Banzai. I actually was watching that a couple weeks ago. Flash Gordon. Haven't watched that one in a while.
That's
Yeah,
the
I
whole
haven't
thing I was
gone
thinking in
into
the back of my
Flash.
head was Flash.
Flash.
He's coming again.
The War Cruiser
See-
Ajax.
The only thing with as far as the Flash goes, it still hasn't settled with me. I have never really been a big
You know, I'm wondering, what's he
comic
talking
book
about?
type fan.
Is he talking about the original Flash or the sci-fi version of Flash?
Series.
If I'm gonna watch Flash Gordon, it's the original, man.
It's the original, yeah.
I want to watch Emperor Ming and the War Cruiser Ajax and the whole 9 yards and the Birdman and the robotic guy dying and the spikes.
Remember, some of those episodes of Voyager were kind of based loosely off of those too.
Yes.
I was just thinking about that. I was trying to think of what it was that Paris always went to do on the holodecks.
Yep. His Captain Proton.
Yes, there it is.
Yeah, that was the Chaotica. That seems like, you know what, that could be an entire show, and we would end up watching it, and it would be Mystery Science Theater 3000 doing riffs on it.
That's what I was thinking. It's gonna be like a science comedy show.
Exactly. Miss Babylon 5 is an adult show. It's serious, not over sex like Enterprise, and with a sense of humor without being slapstick. Well, mostly. Yeah, that is true.
B5 got real serious at some points, though.
Babylon 5 had some definite serious moments, and some that, to be honest with you, even was over my head the first time watching it. I had to go back and, when I got a little bit older, wiser, and understanding of the world.
But with the Defiant, the other favorite ship I loved was the White Star. That was a really great ship.
Fartroy said, I know some peeps that did a Captain Proton episode in their Trek RPG roleplay group. They did a silly announcer voice for it. Well, if this is on YouTube or something, you might want to put it in the channel, because it might be something we want to listen to.
I want to shout out to Bosch out of our Priority One Armada. Come in here to help me fight this stuff because I thought I was by myself.
Nice.
I appreciate the help.
Yeah,
Thank
Bosch.
you for the babysitting.
But definitely a great show. Top 5 sci-fi shows in my book. Bab 5. Nav Knife, yeah.
I'm not going to say Babylon 5 would have been one of my favorites. I mean, I've always been a Star Trek fan. So, I mean,
I liked it because
anytime there's a sci-fi show on, if it's Star Trek, I want to watch it before I watch any other sci-fi channel show.
I liked Babylon 5, especially for Earth Alliance, Earth forces. The ship names were awesome. You've got the Apollo, the Agamemnon. They've got some really cool ship names in that. Ooh, wow! I want a shield battery. Farscape. That's a series that I've never watched the entire series of that. I've watched shows here and there.
There is one show that I watched, and I don't think it was Roddenberry's. I think it was actually Shatner's TV.
Oh, you're talking about shoot! I just had it in my head too because I was getting ready to say that. Where he was the head of the investigating group.
Yeah, I think so.
And,
Something.
Tech War.
Tech War. Thank you. That's
Yep.
what I was looking for.
Tech War.
I actually, the funny thing about it, I have that on Blu-ray. That, and if you're back in the 80s when TNG was first starting, Captain Powers and the Soldiers of the Universe. That was actually outrating TNG at the time. TNG actually, it's been claimed that TNG stole some stuff from them.
Oh, terrible.
Eventually they lost the war between TNG and the show got canceled.
Oh, it's terrible. A series stole something from another show.
I know.
Right.
But yeah, I have that one on Blu-ray too, because that's even a harder one to get. And that was based off, I don't know, from kids from the 80s. They actually used to have toys. It was that Captain Power ship that was shaped as a gun, and you'd put it in front of your TV, and you could actually interact with the television show.
Wow.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Tech War was awful. I never really got into that one. I only knew about the show. I saw bits of it, but never really watched it.
It was okay. I mean, look, the girl from Andromeda, she was in that show too. She was like a cyber hacker or whatever it was. But I wasn't really watching it for William Shatner, to be honest. I was watching it.
I wasn't either. I was just watching it to see, where it would go.
Well, that, and I kind of liked the main actor because he was been in a lot of indie sci-fi shows that I liked, and that's really the only reason why I went in there.
Jason, well, I didn't get a chance. I took the picture that you did of my beautiful USS Renegade, and I did make it my desktop. Obviously, if you're in here with me, make sure you get Sally on our good side. I don't know what side that is, but I know you'll do it. And then I will try to catch the Farscape just from end to end. Usually, if it's like on Amazon Prime or something like that, I'll do it. I'm not gonna really pay for it unless it's a really good deal right now. But I will definitely put that on my list to definitely do some binge watching. I'm in here, yeah. Get her good side. Probably about right up here. There you go. Yeah, that's right. And speaking of Jason Smith, Jason, he does some outstanding he does some outstanding. He demo records and then goes in and pulls and puts stuff up on his Twitter account, which we've got in some of the info in here. Go out and look at that.
I didn't see my ship. I'm disappointed.
Yeah. Let's do one more run through. What do you guys say? It was a good run through. Let's run one more.
Give me a few minutes. I got bumped off the server.
All right, man. So I know I picked up a little over 3,000 dilithium in here. So we'll do one more run of this, and then we'll close out the show. We've got one more fleet ship module to give out. Again, if you have not, if you've won one and have not gotten me your in-game ad handle, make sure you get it to me. You can send it to me via a Twitch private message. Make sure you do that so I can get them out for you.
Yeah, Witness, you're right. It was Captain Powers was really the first show that started killing off your main characters before even Game of Thrones started to serialize it.
And we're gonna run one more time here through the Undine battle zone. Do 2 good runs because you picked up. Everyone in here picked up at least 4 isomorphic injections, and then whatever little things you've got. We're on PC tonight, Dontre. Yes, we do this generally on PC. We did do a show back on the 20th where we had cross-platform that we had our Xbox and PS4 groups on. If you are part of Priority One in those platforms, I know Xbox got a Fed and KDF fleet, PS4's got a Fed fleet. Again, join up on our website to get the leaders in there. We'll get you into those fleets. And just ask them. They do a lot of things themselves individually in there. They do a lot of teaming up and whatnot, so definitely do that. Unfortunately,
and we do look to have more shows with them.
Yes.
So don't give up. Well, you'll see more of them throughout the year.
Yeah, that show on the 28th was awesome that we did with them. We were actually showing their in-game battles and everything going on, so it was pretty cool. We got about 45 seconds before we're going to do this again. We'll do that, and then we'll get everyone.
We're hitting the Planet Killer right now, so I finally made it back in.
All right, cool.
Apologize to my team that's out here.
No problem,
Action.
man. So...
Man, after talking about a lot of these old shows, I'm getting all nostalgic now.
Yeah, I know. That's the whole idea, man. I mean, there's some really good old shows out there.
Now, have you guys ever been a fan of A-Team?
Yeah, I liked A-Team. But I think what I was watching more during that time was MASH, but I can't binge MASH because it's so long. I'd have to take a couple days worth just to watch it all.
When I lived in St. Petersburg, Florida, island out there, you can actually look across the island to a housing division or subdivision, and I couldn't remember exactly, but one of the 3 houses that you can see was actually the guy that played Radar's house. You can actually see his backyard, which was actually pretty cool.
So you were spying on him then? You were being a creep? Was that what you're saying?
No, actually, I was out there. If you ever seen the movie about that dolphin that has the prosthetic fin. I think her name's Winter, if I remember correctly now.
Oh, you're talking about the Disney movie?
Yes. The Clearwater Marina out there. It was based on a true story, but they also go out to this island and they post up signs for the seagulls. St. Petersburg, Florida is a bird sanctuary, fortunately. And this island, people would like to go on to, and they would crush the eggs to the sea out there. I went out and helped post signs out there. It was pointed out to me which house it was, but you probably could never point it out now.
So in other words, you got something in the mail called a restraining order from him, like Sheldon gets. That's right. Oh, I'm so trapped in this. I hate the globs of fat bubbles that come out on this and traps me. I need the debuff. Thank you. Come on, come on. See if I can get away from it. There we go. But yeah, most definitely. Watched 18, but don't want to go back and watch it again. It's going to be worse now that I'm older. Major Flack has game crashed again, man. Sorry to hear that. Hope you get back in with us.
Not? I mean, wasn't Murdoch from the 18 Reginald Barkley?
Yep.
You mean
Broccoli.
Broccoli. It's not yes. Barkley. Yeah, get it right, man. If you're going to be on this show, you got to do things the right way. We don't like Harry Kim. It's Reginald Broccoli, and the greatest Star Trek captain of all time is Captain Sisko because he punched Q.
I'll punch you if it makes me the greatest captain.
Nah, that ain't happening. That is
I'll
Hunter.
Sally.
Hunter put up very good, Mr. Broccoli.
Ooh. And the fun thing was, early 80s when we were in Germany, my dad was stationed out there for the United States Army. And the only TV show that was American that you can actually watch was the Dukes of Hazzard.
Nightweb asks why. Nightweb goes, why no love for Harry Kim? Very simple. The 7-year ensign is like the biggest whiner I'd ever seen in Star Trek. I mean, he actually made Wesley Crusher look good, which is something.
Wow. I was gonna say about the Dukes of Hazzard. You know, the funny thing about it, because I live in California and LA basically.
Do you now? I didn't know that.
The duplicate is up for the show for Dukes of Hazzard, the car. They actually have it just down the street from me, and they're actually for show. You can go over there and take a look at them and get all nostalgic and everything, because there's a Wild West studio basically in the middle of a suburban area. It's really surprising how they hid that in there, and they have all this stuff from when they used to shoot a lot of westerns and whatnot on a studio set out there. So yeah. You take the tour. Usually it was packed because they only open it up once a year.
So here's the deal. Hunter goes, plus he hates you in the Battle of Corfez, which Corfez, I do that, and then now and the Nightweb comes like, really worse than Crusher. Did Wesley nearly get fired? And Factor goes, it's out of a cannon. And then Witness goes, if you want to know why Harry Kim is a Hazard 2 ship, I recommend listening to the post-atomic horror podcast episode on Voyager. Yes. I'm serious. I would rather have Crusher versus Harry frickin' Kim.
All right. What about Lucas from what is this?
Sequest? I would take Lucas over Harry frickin' Kim. I would take Barney Fife from the frickin' Andy Griffith show over Harry frickin' Kim. Yeah, okay, yeah. We don't have to whistle it up, but you kind of get the idea of my utter hatred for Harry Kim.
Your utter hatred?
Yeah, Jonathan Brandis is a pretty good actor. He was good in that, even though he was. Yeah.
It was sad how things ended for him.
Yeah, and whatnot. But yeah, I would take him over Harry Kim any day. You could there's a lot I would take over Harry frickin' Kim. Yeah, Data did that. No, Wesley almost got fired when the whole deal with Red Squadron in the Starfleet Academy. He almost got fired before he was officially hired. This sounds taken. Cool. Let's move on. What was the Dolphin's name in Sequest? That would be what was the Dolphin's name?
Darwin.
Yes, Darwin. After Darwin, Australia, I believe.
I had to think about that one for a second.
I want the Bonnikins guy to go up to say Winters and tell him you're dead. But yeah, Harry Kim, tell him he's dead. But you know what? The thing of it is, anytime that I do any missions on this show that involves Harry Kim, I make everyone endure it just as much as me, any of his lines.
You have them memorized by heart, don't you?
No, I don't have them memorized. I just make you endure all the cutscenes with it because I believe it's important that everyone learns how much Harry Kim just...
You know what? Usually if you hate it, secretly you love it.
He had some good moments. I'm not going to say he didn't. But overall, the shtick with him and his parents, it wore thin. And the whole thing about jumping up and down about every little chance getting home, it was like he in 7 years, he didn't really grow up. And as a 7-year ensign, which we know, the 7-year itch, the 7-year this, upon far, obviously, all that being with him, Oh, look at those plasma torpedoes. They banked 90 degrees and went into that bio-dreadnought. Outstanding. I love those torpedoes.
I got robbed. It's insane.
And he made mistakes and whatnot. And, you know, it's just... I'm not saying Garrett Wang is a bad actor or anything. Obviously, if I was at a Star Trek convention and could get his autograph, I'd go ahead and get it, but he's not the first on my list ever.
You know, there's another funny story I have about him, too. Is I was actually coming back from Phoenix, and we were on a flight together. He actually sat right next to me.
Future Kim...
he had a date, because he's a player. Guy's a player, so he had a girl with him, this real tall blonde woman. She couldn't sit with him because I guess she had separate seats somewhere else, so they kind of split up. But man, he knows how to get the women.
Well, I wouldn't be surprised about that. Future Kim was cool, the one from Slipstream. Yes, I liked him in that one. That was a great role that he was in. Also in the episode where he's the captain of the Rhode Island, in game 1 and 2. That's it was really good scenes with that. But then you started getting some of the whiny back with him, and I was like, come on, you're a captain, you can't do that. To be fair, he couldn't be promoted on a Voyager because it was a small ship. There were limited positions he could move to. That's true.
That's a lie. That's what leaders say, not to promote.
That's right. My feeling on that is he could have assassinated someone to move up in the ranks. He should have been, doing that. I certainly didn't see him bringing Captain Janeway T like Tuvok did Captain Sulu. What's Starfleet going to do if they hire too many lieutenants? Call them back. You can never have too many lieutenants, because usually the lieutenants, other than your red shirts, are the first ones to die.
I was thinking, was Voyager the only one that didn't have a mirror universe version of it?
That's what I was actually thinking. I was wondering too.
You are obviously there was not a mirror in TNG.
No.
There was no mirror.
Well, technically there was. And you remember the Klingons were winning. That was yesterday's Enterprise.
But it was not.
They weren't in the same mentality. If that's what
let's call it a Terran Empire or an Alliance. So no, TNG didn't, but they did have an alternate universe episode. But no, Voyager did not have a true mirror. But they did have the one episode where the Doctor's hollow emitter was left, and this race, after 700 years, wrote a really bad history of what happened during their contact. That could be considered a little bit of alternate history.
That's fabricated history to me.
Yeah, the Warship Voyager. That was a good episode. I enjoyed that one for Voyager. But yeah,
that's what when watching Discovery and all, I was actually trying to think of every show that did a mirror universe.
4 years in Starfleet Academy to get smashed by a rock. That's what red shirts do, man. All right, let's head to this. Let's go to the ROM.
Change actually after because it seemed like more gold people were actually gold uniform.
Well, I mean, we know the only red shirt that survived, and that was Scotty. I mean, he's the only one that really survived. So that's always a good thing.
Well, someone had to push the ship.
That's right, man. Oh, that zone got taken. Congratulations, thank you to the team for doing that. Let's go ahead and head over to this northeastern zone, and then we'll head down and hit the middle.
Yeah, DS9 had tons of them.
They did.
I mean, they even went back in time with the original show with
Trial and Tribulations.
Yeah, there we go.
One of an outstanding episode, the way they did that to integrate the old TOS and the new.
I still say my favorite show.
Oh, you're right. Jason Smith, I forgot. Yes, Yoda Uhura was a red shirt, and she did survive through it too.
Did you say Yoda Uhura?
No. Really? Let's just say Spock's girlfriend survived.
And then he got creepy because now he tracks her.
Yeah, with jewelry.
Got a little GPS going on.
Yeah, he's got her all low jacked, man. Yep, Spock is definitely creep Spock. That's I love the end of Beyond where Bones looks over at her and sees she's still wearing it and just kind of gives a look like, wow.
That was kind of hilarious.
That was.
I was actually walking through Walmart the other day and I seen first 6 movies for $20 and then the Next Generation 4 for 13 and then was it 3 they did originally, or the newer ones were 3 for another $13.
Blu-ray or just regulars?
Regular DVD.
Oh. Yeah, you gotta buy.
I was sitting there, I was like, I had $20 to spend, and I was like,
You gotta get the Blu-ray.
Get the Blu-ray. Yeah.
Like a brand new show.
Yep. Yeah, Blu-ray is the way to go with any of that.
To put a small dampener on that one, unfortunately, we have not bought a Blu-ray yet.
Well, no, you can if you go to like Vudu, you can download the HD version, and it looks fantastic. You don't have to have a Blu-ray player.
Oh, same way if
That's only if you buy the disc.
Yeah, if you want to buy them on Amazon, you can buy the HD version. And, as long as your monitor is HD, you're all set, man.
I mean, you see so much detail. The colors are so vivid. It feels so lively and fresh. It's like watching a whole new show.
Yes, I can see.
There was one point in time where I actually had all 11 movies on VHS. And of course, of my moving around as much as I have, almost all of those movies.
The funny thing, I still have them on VHS. I've been trying to sell them for years.
No
one wants to buy VHS anymore.
Someone said the Inception episode of DS9 with William Sadler, that is another good episode there, near the end where they go into Sloane's brain.
That was a little weird.
You had
to really pay attention to it in order to catch what was going on.
But that's what I felt was a really good part of that. You're having to really pay attention to that episode. Witness, obviously, Trials and Tribulations, outstanding DS9.
And a lot of people, I loved watching Relics, and I will watch it over and over again.
Wow, somebody blasted some cannons off Semi. Absolutely.
Like watching Scotty get drunk off of I don't know what it was that he was drinking from.
Trek's version of moonshine.
Yeah.
Welcome to the House of Martok, Lim. Glory to you and your house. So it looks like someone just joined the House of Martok. Congratulations. Welcome.
Welcome. Don't destroy my house or I'll send my targs after you.
Yes. Alright, let's get out of this space globules. Oh, Moog. See, I can't read. I'm trying to do 5 things at one time. The House of Moog. Yep. That should have been the House of Duras, but that's another conversation.
And so, welcome to that fleet, and welcome to the
welcome.
Armada.
Die with honor.
That's right. Gotta love those mashed together. Oh, look at the. Boy, someone's got a plasma torpedo build. Every time a ship explodes, the plasma torpedoes just change direction to the next target because, we have smart, intelligent plasma torpedoes in this game that any other would never act like that. Look at that. Just stand there, now boom, they've changed direction. Now they're standing there, and they're going to change direction again. So... Oh, one of your tunes. Outstanding, man. Welcome. Welcome. I got to get back in here. I'm out of the zone.
We already knew that.
Oh, I just put myself way out, man. I did a quantum singularity jump. Really? Man, I tell you what, I am going to work on her for some more turn rate and whatnot.
I got to get a better impulse engine for battle cruiser.
Don't diss her, man. She's pregnant.
Yeah, with yours, Winter's, Alex's triplets.
No, like I said, 2 of them are actually Alex's. Something happened, and then it wasn't
Drop
really
a defense
Winters.
platform.
It wasn't really Winters. It was someone else. They just can't identify the DNA.
Hey. She's one of the best tunes out there. Just again, a reminder, we got one more fleet ship module we'll be giving out at the end of the show as soon as we finish up this Battle Zone run. We appreciate everyone sticking with us, man. We got a great group in here, just killing everything.
Sitting here hitting my buffs and trying not to hit that.
I'm trying not to run too many buffs, but I gotta run a few, and especially some debuffs.
I was trying not to hit that.
These fat globules.
Phase decoy.
And then what I do is I go right back in, but I'm gonna try to fly right through. Yep, I got caught up again. Doggone it. Quantum jump. Ooh, didn't do a thing. Absolutely just put me right back where I shouldn't have been. Oh, that's a scimitar right there, man. That scimitar right there is just lighting them up. Anything else going on in Star Trek this week that I might have missed?
Yeah, I was reading something on Star Trek Online that had something reading with Rom and Lita.
Pale Moonlight? Was that the story they do? Yeah, they put those up every so often. Some of them are pretty good. Oh, we almost got this zone. Yeah, some of them are pretty good stories they put up. Kind of add a little bit, some additional background flavor. Zone is ours. Yep.
It surely is. Reading that, it surely is getting me really hyped up for life.
Fake. Yep. It's a fake. Alright, we're going to head to the south. And we'll head back up north. Let's knock these guys out, and then we'll take out the Voth. And I will be getting my spam bar back going.
Planet Killer is invulnerable. Use Starfleet's tachyon device to destroy the shielding.
It's all got quiet all of a sudden, man. You know we're doing a show here. Runen Fair did a screenshot with other ROM players. Cool.
How many people have actually got the Gamma Vanguard packet? Have they done a lot of pre-orders?
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good question. Twitch viewers, do you have Gamma Vanguard? Did you do light or did you do the full, man? Let us know now.
The shielding is down.
We'll also be taking musical requests. Unfortunately, since we don't have any copyrights, we'll probably end up having the entire audio of this stream muted and or not, just having the channel deleted.
No, I'll sing it. It's good. I'll do
Sing it.
the Riker's variation.
No, man. No. That's no. You can't do that one.
It feels like every time I do that, you're gonna like lose your voice.
Cool.
Planet Killer has been destroyed.
Nice. I'm looking at some of the stuff that you just put up. Very cool. Oh, and I exploded. The first time I've exploded. Because I really, you know what? I was looking at something and not doing my job. Nightweb wants the light. Yeah.
The circle of life.
God, man. Wow. That is disastrous.
Yeah.
That's not even worthy of, like, a Tony or anything, dude.
I don't need a Tony. Why would I need a Tony? I got a wife.
Bulls did the Vanguard full set. Have I order the full pack? Nah, the other one at the beginning. He wants to pa cha cha pa pa pampa cha pa pampa. Yeah, he probably wants that. See, I can't even remember it. All right, beta's getting close to being down, and then you'll have the alpha one.
Only got one person over him.
Yeah, we just killed Alpha, I think.
Yeah, beta's
I'm
down.
stuck.
Yep, we're heading up to the northwest, last one, and then we'll do the Voth.
Makuta Matata.
That's it. Yeah, that's it.
I don't remember all the words.
Yeah, because we went from
About
talk.
as bad as Will Smith and Martin Lawrence trying to sing Bad Boys.
In the Twitch
Bad
stream,
boys,
the
bad
weekly
boys.
Twitch, we smoked the Voth tonight. Yes.
Literally, we smoked them.
Yep, we smoked
Rolled
them.
them up, lit it up. Puff,
That-
puff, give.
Actually, what I do is throw them in the smoker with some pecan wood and leave them in there for about 20 hours. Slarg's barbecue, man.
Don't
You-
forget to flip them over.
Nah, you don't have to touch them once you put them in. You don't want to open those doors. Yeah, Slarg should be around. I know he's got some of the best barbecue of the thing. For the rest of your days. So... Oh, come on, man. Yeah, that's why my Scorpion fighters suck.
Use the Romulan singularity to destroy its shielding.
Hi, Captain, Admiral, whoever you are. I feel like I'm missing something that was out in Star Trek this week, man. It's like I don't feel like I have all my news and everything I need.
I'm not thinking of anything that comes top of my head.
Well, I'll go back to something that the fiance, when she got to the house here yesterday. Now, my fiance has two loves in life. First love is coffee. She is a Starbucks junkie and whatnot. And the second thing, and then this is the big reason why oh, thank you for the heals. Thank you, Alex. The last thing is, and this is the big reason why I'm marrying her, other than her good looks and the fact that she takes care of me and, every other thing. She loves Star Trek. And so she had this shirt that has a cup of coffee on one side, in the middle it has a heart, and the other side it's got the Starfleet Delta logo. Her sister had this shirt made, and I absolutely loved it. It was so sweet to see her wearing that around. Her love of coffee and the love of Star Trek.
Lisa's a lot better than my wife.
Yeah. And she's gotten really good with the ninja that a friend of hers gave the coffee bar, making coffee. But I would like to find Rectigino. I do believe we need proper Klingon coffee in our household.
Well, as long as it's caffeinated coffee.
Witness says
Romulans type.
Romulans on partnerships. Yeah, we talked about that earlier. Romulans are going to be able to fly certain Federation and KDF ships. So you won't have to be limited to the green Romulan ships. I believe it's...
have real transparent aluminum.
Yeah. I believe it's...
And apparently scientists invent something that's similar to a cloaking device. Not exactly, but close.
Yes! We have an almost real cloaking device. But the deal with the ships are, it's pretty much everything but your Lobby and Lockbox ships. So if you've got C-Source ships, Fed and whatnot, you should be able to soon fly them with your Romulans.
The Undine will return, but we have... Belay that. There is a massive Voth fleet inbound.
I already covered that. Oh, thank you. I didn't know what you were talking.
All ships, return to the staging area. We must prepare for the Voth.
As long as it's, you can stick it on one of your KDF ships. Actually, the thing I like about it is if I want to stick a Romulan on a proper D7 and give it the old school look, they will actually look like they're following, a true, the true Romulan battle cruiser back in the TOS days. Kind of like Kira commanding the Defiant. Yeah, in a way.
Destroy all the primates. This sphere will belong to us.
Yeah, right, buddy. Not on my view screen, it's not. My view screen, you guys are being... We're turning you into barbecue tonight. Alright, 5 minutes to go here, guys. Again, thank you, everyone. Hope you guys are enjoying the stream, enjoying earning marks to lithium isomorphic injections and all the other goodies that you've been picking up tonight. So what was the deal with the Rikers, the cloaking device that was now trying to be invented?
There's an article on it from Gizmodo. I'm just trying to see here. Basically, it was claimed that scientists had created a cloaking device that looked like what it was seen on Star Trek, but it wasn't exactly. The cloaking device in Star Trek, it actually bends light to render an object invisible, and I guess the new device merely deflects sound. So the technology isn't so new, but I mean it's getting closer each time. I mean, if you can think about this, if you can cloak sound for real, all the hyperjet engine planes that go around, they could actually fly at Mach speed without causing any problem. I don't know how that would be implemented, but blocking sound, that would be incredible. I mean, we'd be able to get on flights, from Los Angeles to Japan in maybe 4 to 5 hours, maybe even longer, because you're going at a faster rate of speed.
You mean shorter?
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't want to go longer to Japan.
Oh, I love longer.
Yeah, 4 to 5 hours turns into 13.
You got to take the long way. Don't go over the ocean. Go around land and go over the other ocean.
So go up to Alaska, cross the Bering Sea into Russia, then cross over there, and hopes by the time you get there, someone's built a bridge across the Sea of Japan.
So you can walk over an ice bridge.
An ice bridge, yeah. Just have a glacier down. There it is.
But I mean that's great. I mean, like, you'd have planes like the SR-71.
But here's advisory goes. It sounds absolutely nothing like a Star Trek cloaking device.
Yeah, well, instead of cloaking, visually, it cloaks auto. So it's a little different, in which they admit that, but it is a step in the right direction.
As soon as
a version of the Concorde passenger aircraft now.
Yeah.
I think once they can finally cloak an aircraft or something, you can't see it, and that's stealth. But to the point where
I kind of more want to see the invention orders.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Out in Tampa, I don't know if they still have the science on Mosey. They actually had a Star Trek experience there. A buddy of mine went. It was standing there to do the transporters, and
I did that. I did it out in Vegas. I did both the TNG and the Voyager one when I was out there. The Star Trek experience. It was kind of when it was in its downhill as far as people doing it and kind of just the whole 9 yards with it.
Oh yeah, you had to go during its opening time, its heydays. It was fantastic.
Yeah, it was kind of dated at that thing. You go over there to Quark's bar, and it was kind of like the people standing there. There's no one in there, and these people are all dressed up. And it's kind of like you feel kind of sorry for them because they got no business, and yet they have to dress in all this stuff. And
yeah, when I used to go, it was packed. I mean,
yeah.
People would be drinking, having a ring of Beta Z, which are onion rings, and warp core breaches.
A ring of Beta Z.
It got shut down because of the fact it didn't have Paramount to do it.
Oh, so it was a non-licensed Star Trek experience. There you go. Yeah, that's the way to do it. Just don't worry about that pesky thing called licensing and copyright, man. It's like that.
They did have the rights, but it was more of a financial thing. I don't think they were able to maintain it. It just got too expensive. Then they talked for years about turning Fremont Street into like a new Star Trek, the experience. But I guess they couldn't reach a contract with Paramount, and this is what I'm talking about. The city of Las Vegas couldn't reach the contract, so it never came to fruition, and that's very unfortunate.
I know they got the big convention out there, which is great, but I never really think of Las Vegas as the place that I want to go for Star Trek.
Oh no, I thought it was a terrible idea. I mean, when the experience used to be there, yeah, I thought it would be a great idea. But when there's nothing out there at all for it anymore, it's just kind of, why am I out here? Why am I out in this hot, dry heat?
Yeah, I get it, man. I really do.
I'd like to do a Star Trek convention.
Yeah, they're
I
interesting.
think it would be fun. But of course, me go to Vegas. I would rather see them.
There's only one reason I'm going to Vegas. That's the gamble.
Very true, very true.
And drink the free alcohol while I'm gambling.
I mean, I used to love it at the experience because the Hilton had a section for gambling there that was all Trek themed.
Yeah.
So you can go play the Trek slot machines, and I was like, oh, this is cool.
No, what they should have had was they should have had Dabo in there, they should have had Kalto in there, and they should have had Tongo. That's the game I want to learn, Tongo, man. The Ferengi game, because, true Ferengis who earn profit play Tongo.
No, I'm a chess player. I'd still love to get maybe one of those.
Three-dimensional?
Yeah, I bet there was too much regulations on it from the city. They just weren't able to pull that off.
Blue Recluse says, for me, Vegas is for drinking while walking down the street. That is very true, man. That's one of the nice things with Vegas. You can drink while going down the street.
I still have I might be a computer person and a Star Trek person, but I still do have things about cars and counting cars.
Yep.
I think what that guy does with vehicles is extremely... What he does is miracles.
All right, man. Let's go ahead before we close out the show. Let's do the final giveaway here. So this is the word you gotta type in there. It's the Romulan word, Califao, for Romulan ale. We ended out on an alcoholic term. So make sure you put that in the Twitch chat now for a chance to win a fleet ship module. We've got the last giveaway on that, so just give me one moment while I load a couple things up. And we'll go ahead and then we'll get the show. All right, so let's do this. Well, that wraps up episode 44 of the Priority One Armada Live, but before we go, here's a glimpse at next week's show. Winters will be hosting next week's show along with Hunter and Jason. You're back with them again. As with every show, we'll be talking about the latest in Star Trek Online and the Priority One Armada news. Plus, we'll be teaming up with you for another adventure zone to learn more marks and dilithium.
And if you're looking for a good time, then come chat with us in-game by joining us on Priority One chat channel. Simply type into the game box chat channel /channel_join space Priority One and hit the enter key.
Looking for a friendly and helpful community to join Star Trek Online? Then come and join Priority One by simply heading over to priorityone.com and sign up today. We have Federation and KDF fleets on all 3 gaming platforms ranging from Tier 3 to Tier 5. So you can indulge in all your heart's desires. Also, if you're not a member of the Priority One Armada and want to stay in touch with us in-game, then come join us on Priority One chat channel by typing in the chat box /channel_join space Priority One, all one word, and then hit the enter key.
Hey, and catch up on the latest news from the world of Star Trek on Priority One, a Roddenberry Star Trek podcast. New episodes are posted every Friday. So add us to your favorite podcast playlist at feeds.priorityonepodcast.com.
Would you like to help support the Priority One Armada and our Twitch channel? We have set up a donate button if you would like to donate directly to us. Plus, we have our Priority One Armada store where we have some great Armada themed merchandise. All donations and sales and commissions go back to Priority One Armada to help pay for our website, hosting, TeamSpeak server, and much more. You can find all these links located on our Twitch channel page.
Want to be notified of our next show? Then follow our channel, twitch.tv/priority1. We do weekly shows and we do giveaways on a regular basis. You can also catch up on past shows by going to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/user/P1 Network. That's all one word. So let's go ahead and do that last giveaway before we close out the show officially for the night. Khalifa is that Romulan Ale, and the winner is Brett 20032. You are the winner of the last fleet ship module. Click on. There it is, man. Corax 2. Welcome aboard, Captain. Welcome. I love that, man. That's been great tonight. So make sure you click on my name, the Priority One there. Send me a private message with your in-game ad handles so that we can get those prizes out to you. And finally, I would like to thank a very special thank you to my co-hosts Jason and Rikers for joining me tonight. Also, thank you to everyone who helps out on the show: Winters, Kat, Hunter, Rikers, Jason, and yes, even me. And of course, obviously, a big thanks to all of our viewers for your continued support. You guys are why we are here. We love it teaming up with you every week. We'll have another great show next week. So until next time, take care, Priority One, and good night.
Night, guys. See you next week.
Take it easy.